Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. Hopefully you can all hear me. Hopefully there's no popping and things. We're still going to be on the bad microphone. So quite a lot to talk about. First of all, you're kind of going to be second-class citizens for a little while here, guys, because I'm uploading. I've got lots of uploading to do. I have 9 fairly long videos. PowerPoint realness, yeah, it's a good animation. Don't be mean. I'm a bit fragile today. I'm not feeling too good today. But so yeah, I'm currently uploading the Holosmith video, and I'm not being funny, guys, but the people that come to the streams is a very small amount compared to the videos. So I'm gonna like start trying to focus on that. That means though that my internet's pretty heavily throttled at the moment. So you're enjoying a whopping 500 kbps right now. KBPS, there you go, that's how we say that. You're enjoying that right now, which is good while we're on this screen, but when we get in game it's going to look awful. You're going to be like that for about 20 minutes, and then, wait, that is no fun, feeling ill? I don't feel ill, I'm sleepy. There's a lot of stuff going on that's kind of, I can't really sleep very well. The past 2 weeks or so, I haven't been able to very well. And obviously there's a lot going on, and I can't just stop working, so it's been a bit tricky. I'm also a bit bummed out. It appears that we've got to the point. I don't know why. I really don't know what I do to offend people. I really don't. I don't know what I do to piss people off. Maybe sometimes we get a little bit salty on streams, but it's always like tongue-in-cheek. But apparently it's got to the point where it's cool, like there's like a counter jerk, like to liking wood and potatoes. So there's a lovely thread about how wonderful the community is on Reddit at the moment. But in said thread, there's like a huge comment chain about how I'm shit. And we're not allowed to talk about how we like wood and potatoes. And it's like, what? Why? I'm just a guy that's making videos. But there's people who are declaring to the world, I don't like wood and potatoes at all, blah, 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 blah. And I'm a fragile, silly little man that doesn't like it. Why is WP, is that a bad Micah Sennheiser one? It is, but it's a headset mic. I mean, I don't actually know what a good kind of microphone you'd get from a headset mic would be. I don't know what the bar for quality is. It's obviously going to be very different to a proper microphone, like a condenser microphone or something that you'd sit on a proper thing. So yeah, and this is going to be the crappy microphone we've got here because again, until stuff is sorted out, I'm not going to really have a great mic for you guys or any of that stuff. So I also made a little video as well. I'm a bit worried about these elite specialization videos. I'm going to be doing 9 of them, as you guys know. Already the Weaver one's up, and Holosmith is about to go live. That's why you're second-class citizens right now. But I'm a little bit worried about them because by the time people see it, a lot of us will have played them, and I think people want me to be angry. I don't know what this is. People want me to hate on stuff. People want me to be furious about the balance and stuff. It's really annoying. Basically, these videos, guys, I don't care if Weaver Sword feels like it hits like a wet noodle, which is totally a loaded thing to say in the first place. You know, I'm not going to spend the entirety of my introduction of these elite specializations bitching about minor balance nuances that are going to change in upcoming patches. Like, it's just crazy. There's no way I would do that. And it's really unfortunate. I'm a bit worried because I've got 9 videos coming out, and what they are about is flavor. They are about the idea. They're about, you know, simple stuff like what the weapon is and what they do. And generally, I think that's all exciting. It's expanding on my favorite game, and I think it's cool. And so, how dare I be positive in these videos? I guess is the thing. Like, I'm looking forward to the Mirage video, right? Because Mirage is currently I think on the definite, yeah, and it's funny as well because I was talking about being overtuned before, but I think that in terms of quality of life and stuff, because don't forget we're experiencing this in World vs. World and PvP, and people's initial hands-on, people are a little bit upset with the Mirage, and so I'm looking forward to the Mirage video where I'm excited generally about it because I think it's cool, but people are going to let it all get bogged down on their, we keep turning this off, hold on here, people are going to get super bogged down, there, let's loop this, ready? Beauty, we can get it back. People get bogged down on tiny little things. It's like, you know, if you look at the Heart of Thorns equivalent, we never even had weapon swap for Rev at this point. You know, I think that feedback is meaningful and worthwhile, and we should be given feedback. But getting angry about the current state this stuff is in, I don't think is reasonable, and I don't think it's fair to sort of lash out at me because I'm not angry, because I'm not whinging like a little boy about how infuriating the state of the game is and blah. I don't know. Anyway. It's just been a bit of a shit day, really. People don't really want to hear your opinion. They want to hear their own opinion in your voice. That's true. I do believe that, though. I do believe that that's what people want. I do very much. So anyway, yeah, it's just a bit of a mismatch. It's really unfortunate. I sort of hate the way that the devs revealed the elite specialization stuff and communicated that all. It's not actually the devs that did this. It will be other people in charge of marketing and stuff. I actually kind of loathe the way that they've done it with Path of Fire. It was so nice on A Heart of Thorns where we had a week to see each one, and everyone was a noob at it all at once, and everyone could, you know, learn about it, and I could present it. But now, basically, I'm going to be presenting basic details about elite specializations that people have spent 48 hours no-lifing on, and they're expecting me to... It's just going to be weird. Anyway, look, this isn't supposed to be the misery stream. Another kind of depressing thing going on at the moment is we've been wanting to do zombies on Spud Club for ages, and the Games Masters have set it up, but the timing is like awful, obviously, because everyone wants to watch the elite specializations and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to do zombies. I don't want them to feel bad about setting up events, and, you know, they put effort in, and we're going to play some zombies, guys, but we'll do like 1 or 2 rounds, and then we'll go have a look at the Renegade, and we'll do fun stuff on the stream, and hopefully I will have cheered up a little bit at that point. And also by that point we will have more than 500 kilobytes per second. Kilobytes? I think it's kilobytes. We've got 10 minutes of second-class citizenness. So maybe we can go look at the gameplay in a second. I want to stay on this screen as long as possible, really, today, just because we don't need high bitrate for this to look good. It will just look awful when we get in game, and there's lots of high movement and stuff. WP, you ran out of booze? Oh, ages ago. I don't really drink much, I would say. Which spec feels the best to me currently? I can't play the game, so I'm living... I don't really know because, and this is the other thing, I have not played as much as I would like to have, because everything I'm doing is making videos. Like, I know when you guys watch me online, I'm playing the game, and it gives this perspective that I spend my whole life playing the game, but I don't really. I spend a huge amount of time just sitting editing shit. And, you know, recording stuff and writing notes and pre-prep and post-production as well, making sure that thumbs and end slates and comments and stuff and making sure I'm at least understanding what's going on in the community. So I haven't even played that much. The only one I've played in any actual meaningful capacity is Scourge. All the others I've played like you saw on the stream yesterday. On yesterday, you guys got my very first experience of Soul Beast. That's all I've got of Soul Beast. That's all I know. What you saw on stream, which is what, like an hour, maybe? Something like that? That's all I've got. And I've still never touched... Wait, I've still never touched Renegade, which I'm going to be doing on today's stream. As for the others, I've had that experience, but Scourge is the only one I've actually PvP'd on. I haven't taken any into World vs. World. And Scourge is gross, by the way. Scourge is amazing. Like, absolutely obscene. And there's quite a fundamental thing I never understood about Scourge for a while, but it's the fact that if you're using... I'll show you. Let's go in game. Alright, look, we're going to have low bitrate. Let's go in game. You guys want to see in game. I want to go in game. How about we go in game? I'm getting a lot of ats. Sorry, guys, if I can't get to everyone's response. I don't know. I wonder where it's coming from. I wonder where the whole... I don't know why it's called. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, really. Anyway. Sing us a song. No, I'm not a good singer. Yeah, Scourge is actually mental. A friend started watching Zero to Hero yesterday, and she's already a fan of yours. Oh, that's really lovely. I think it's my voice. Apparently, people don't like my voice. I'm suddenly very self-conscious about my voice. It's too high or too shrill. People were making fun of the fact I say that stuff is cool all the time. Sorry. Sorry. You know nothing, WP. Is that a thing on You Know Nothing, Jon Snow? Alright, here we go. So let's go on in. Alright, looks good. So check it out. Here's my princess Scourge. She's in very pretty wedding dress, and she's got this lovely blue dye, and she's got this very sweet floral pattern on there. Oh, it's so very sweet. She's got like latexy looking gloves. Look at this Fashion Wars 2, guys. See? Look. I'm very good at Fashion Wars 2. Here we go. So, and now we're going to go down. See, look, I'm getting better at the game. This is what people want. They want me to play Fashion Wars 2, don't they? Maybe I should start loving cats. Aren't cats really cute and lovely, guys? Waifu Wars. Oh, look, there's people here. Actually, should we try and kill a Mirage, maybe? Should we actually fight these people? How is this going to look on Twitch at the moment? This is probably going to look awful, isn't it? Oh, yeah, he's attacking us. All right, let's try. Let's try. So, by the way... Oh, God, I'm being absolutely slammed here. I don't know whether I can really do much. Oh, yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this. We're going to Condi bomb the hell out of him. Are you ready? Oh, my God, the lag, though. Playing the game. Oh, my God, my ping is so bad right now. It's so bad. And now he's exploded. So what is that, 3 kills we just scored? Oh, come on, I want to drop the thing. Oh my god, it dropped so far away. This isn't good. Oh, I think we got him. That's the 4th kill. He's going to be dead now as well. Unless he pops resistance right at the end. Oh, he did. Oh, no. We don't have any shrouds. He's down as well. Oh my gosh. It's all dead, baby. Oh, you guys can't hear the game. I'm sorry. Here, we're not going to duck today as well. We'll just have the game on at a flat volume down there. All right. Oh, we're still in a down state fight. We could potentially win this. Hold on. Oh, that taunt. I hate the taunt. I hate the taunt so much. Ah, we got taunted away, so then our reverse didn't work. Yeah, quality will be bad for... I mean, I've not tweeted this stream or anything. Quality's going to be bad for another 5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so Scourge, what did I want to talk to you guys about with Scourge? It's just crazy strong. It's... Why is every waypoint locked? That's weird. Why does it lock all the waypoints while we're in the thing? Was there some, like, weird exploity thing people could do with that? IWP, what is your guild's name? It's called Spud. And actually, yeah, do the Games Masters, if the Games Masters are watching right now, do we have a squad that I can join? Potentially. I am appearing online. That could be cool. It's like 1 pixel per viewer. Yeah, we got very, very low pixel count. We got very low. I mean, you're not going to get anything super meaningful out. Yeah, but the main thing that I never really appreciated about Scourge, that I never quite realised, right, is that every time you pop the 2, the 3, or the 4, it pulses back on the 1. The 1 will do its pulse again. So if you're running Doomfire, which I am right now just for funsies, right, instead of something that's probably a lot smarter like Fin the Grave, you pulse, Doomfire procs every time you do these other things. And then specifically this Desert Shroud, this is really strong as well because this puts 7 pulses out, so this is 7 burn, right? So if I show you here, so we drop 1 and it pulses the damage out, but only does it the once. Can you see? We're Scepter autoing there, right? And so when we place it though, these ones pulse and these ones pulse. Do you see that? And then we place this here, these ones, and these ones pulse, yeah? And now if we use the 2, which is super traded out the ass right now, they all pulse. And if we use the Desert Shroud, they all pulse 7 times, okay? So that's where, like, look at that. That was 17 Torment there. That's where the crazy damage starts coming from. And look, we just wiped out the entire group of golems there. If we'd been a little bit smarter, we would have killed them all in just one fresh batch, one wave like that. So that was something I never quite appreciated about how the Scourge gets its damage until I was playing a lot of PvP. And it's just obscene. It's just actually crazy. Take the trait where Taunt does damage too. Taunt does damage? There's a trait for Taunt doing damage? Where? What trait is that? So Sadistic Searing, does that mean it pulses? I should check that, or is it just the once? You didn't think you liked the Scourge as much as you do? Oh, I really, really have been enjoying it. Oh my god. I hate Twitch. I actually hate Twitch. Yodet just in chat asked why the quality is bad after I've mentioned it about 7 times already. I hate Twitch. I'm just going to be constantly going in a circle saying the same thing again and again and again and again. Are you talking about fear damage? Oh, yeah, you're talking about fear death. The thing is, though, Shroud skills gain and reduce recharge is just too strong. So that's like, oh, no, sorry, no. It's still, Terror is cool, but Path of Corruption, this is insane. Let me just point out, you do not run Scourge unless you're running Path of Corruption, alright? Seriously, Path of Corruption is so powerful. Because what this does is this turns off everyone's resistance and shit, and just, like, every 4 seconds you can proc that. Every 4 seconds. This wins you so many fights. As much as I'd love Terror 2, this is just absolutely insane. If you compare the 2 on this to... And it's AoE, right? 5 target, big-ass AoE. Ah. It's just so strong. It is so crazy. So, yeah. How long have we got? Do you think all of the Mirage hate on Reddit is valid? Not all of it. I think a lot of people don't realise the utility behind being able to dodge stomp people. It's like you can dodge while stomping and it won't interrupt your stomp. And all the like multicasting aspects, I think I think there is a higher skill that you need to be reasonable at the game before you can really extract the worth of the Mirage. And as for damage and stuff, and just, can it pull off the raw Condi, it probably does need more of a buff, but we're looking at PvP and world versus world balance, and I think there's still some core balance that's going to be coming through. I think the balance of the demo we're playing right now is not the same as the demo I played a few weeks back. It's going to be valid. Parts of it will be valid. It does look like it's one of the weaker ones of the batch. And also, I think I talked about this on the post-show. I think just at its core, Mirage feels really clunky and weird. I just think it's a very odd kind of like chain of things to understand what ambushes are and why they work and how you kind of DPS through dodging and stuff. It's all just kind of a bit fiddly. Now, you might say that that is by its nature what Mesmer's all about, but I understand people not being too hot on it. What do you think about... Okay, so we do have a squad here. So Flaganti and Twicky, do you want to send me some whispers on Twitch and tell me how we're going to set this up and how we're going to do this? I'm not online on Skype because it will make noises, so... hopefully we can get some whispers. Can I explain zombie stuff to people so we can start as soon as possible and then move on? Okay, alright, so I guess... oh god, zombies takes a lot of prep. Oh, this was not good timing. Alright, so if you guys want to play zombies with us, we'll just take a quick break from Elite Specializations here. And let me check my upload. Alright, the upload's done. We can now no longer be potato quality. Alright, the Hollowsmith video is now done. So hold on 1 second, guys. Settings, output, beauty. By the way, you might see I can do higher quality streams coming up later. It depends on my internet and stuff. We'll see. But okay, so yeah, if you guys want to, let's see if we can get the people. Can you type a 1 in chat if you guys know how zombies works by any chance? Also, where are we hosting it? Is it EU or NA? Do I have to account swap as well? Oh, it's on EU. I have to swap accounts as well. Fuck. Alright, hold on. So yeah, if you guys are EU players, can you join our squad, if that's cool? Just type /squad join and then my character name, which is Lys, L-Y-S. And just, you need to come on a level 5 character, that's all. So I'm going to show you how to make a level 5 character. So we're doing a little event. Are there prizes for this, Twicky, to entice people to come and do it? Because most people watching are obviously, they only care about the elite spec stuff, and they want to talk about Path of Fire, not zombies. So we might need to ensure that people get some money if we're going to do this. And we won't spend too long on this, I promise, guys. Alright, let's go over here. I need to log out and then log in on EU. Yeah, we're giving away ectos, apparently. So yeah, if you guys want to win lots of ectos on the stream, please do come. All you got to do is log in on your EU account, and in just a few short moments, you could be winning lots and lots of ectoplasms. Basically, Zombies is a last man standing game mode. Where we go to a guild hall arena, there's tons of people join, one of the people that enters will be like level 80, and if you die, you respawn on the other team, right? So if you've ever played zombies in a game like Halo or whatever, it's a lot of fun, and then the last man standing gets a ton of ecto. It's no hold bar, you can run any sigils, any runes, any food, anything you like, but you have to be in a level 5 character, so you've got to get a level 5 toon. I will show you how quickly you can do that. It's a shame the guild halls. Can you imagine? We could have done elite specialized. Oh no, we couldn't have because it's low level. Anyway, so here, this is the account. Oh, I don't even have a character slot. Oh, I do. Alpha zombie. I do. Let's just check that this character's got stuff that it can delete. Quality's gone up, right, guys? Can someone please confirm that the quality's gone up? It should have, and quite substantially. You mainly play in the open world PvE. Spellbreaker will get the job done. Not really Shiner out DPS others like Zach. Yeah, so I wish people understood that as well. But a lot of this balance, whether it's going to be good in PvE, is not just the balance. It's about the content. 27 large personalized gifts. 3 guaranteed wardrobe unlocks. I must have opened some chests on this character at some point. Alright, well, we have absolutely nothing on this account anymore. I've not got any gold, not got anything, so let's just deposit all of this. So my zombie survivor is going to be super easy peasy to survive. I will put the bank access express there. Alright. Oh no, we have a gold now. Apparently we got gold. I don't know where we got that gold from. Do I think Mirage will have a place in PvE? Yeah, I think it can, sure. I think it's got nothing inherent to it that suggests it shouldn't be able to do that. Alpha Zomble. Okay. So, we're going to create a new character. Someone pick a race for me with a code. So, type a number and then a race. And we'll do this very quickly. Yeah, I see no reason why Mirage can't be done. It's just a matter of numbers. And numbers, it doesn't matter. Like, really. They can tune the axe, they can tune the ambushes, they can tune everything to a point where it's a worthwhile Condi DPS. Very comfortably. So what have we got? What was the code I said? Nobody knows what the number is. Everyone's just guessing random numbers. What was the code I said? Did I give one? This is my sleepiness really coming through. This is my depressed, tired. This is going to be a weird stream. People are also going far too mental over OP things that are clearly bugs that will get fixed. Like, what's that, Benji? What's a clearly bugged thing, except the Ranger one-shot thing? Oh, I said a number. Okay, alright. The code is 99. Go. The code is 99. Why does it even have to be Condi viable? Well, I think that it's fair to say that Mirage should be Condi viable, because it looks like it's trying to be a Condi elite specialization for the Mesmer. So, I think it's reasonable to say that it should be. I mean, there, Yggdrasil, you've made a mistake that everyone in this community seems to. And this isn't me trying to high horse and make out like I'm better than everyone. There you go, we got Human. Human 99. And I'm going to play... I'm going to play a low-level Necro, because Necro is OP. There you go. So we'll make a new character. Yeah, you've made a mistake there that this community does all the time. You use the word viable. People don't... I mean, honestly, I don't know why the Guild Wars 2 community is this way. Viable means you can... what's the word? There's a word when you define viable. I think it's like... it's another word for reasonably possible, right? That's what viable means. Viable is not the same as optimal. And yet this community seems to just conflate those two. Mirage, as it currently stands, will be Condi viable. I'll tell you why. Because you can 9-man most. There's nothing that's so difficult you can't, you know, be a slightly need to be carried by someone else, right? I bet I could viably beat any content in PvE. Any. There is not any content in PvE that I couldn't beat on a Mirage. Do you know what that means? That means that Mirage is viable. But we're talking about being optimal. We're talking about, is it going to be optimal to take a Mirage, you know, within reasonable tolerances? But we sort of distill the, you know, and that's a discussion that needs to be had. And we sort of distill it down to these really bog standard, I don't know. Anyway, look, I'm too tired. Pro stream right here. I know, I walked into the inn and I forgot we don't even need to anymore. Or did we need to? I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, make a character, guys. And then what you're going to do is join on our squad. So, oh no, there we go, the Spud Club. So now we're gonna join on LYFR, yeah? So I'm gonna type into chat /squad join LYFR, and boom, we're in, okay? So these are gonna be your zombies, right? So, the alpha zombie will appear in one subgroup and all the survivors will be in another. And as the survivors die, they get moved into the zombie group until everyone is dead. And last man standing wins a ton of ectos. When you get killed by a zombie in this game, though, guys, please do remember to just wait dead for a second so that the games masters can see and move you to the correct subgroup. Let's move this down. What's this? You just want a badass power mesmer? You want like a domination plus guy? Yeah, I think that could be really fun. There are also kind of like, by today's standards, you'd think of them as powery things. In Guild Wars 1, stuff like classic ineptitude and clumsiness and all of those things. Yeah, I'd like to see a power mesmer that does, sort of brings that back. I don't know, in fact, did they just remove ineptitude as the trait? Was ineptitude what they removed, or was that something else? I can't quite remember. It's nice to see this event is rolling, by the way, and we've got people fighting with us. It means that there's a lot of new players charging around. So you can just join on me, guys. You can type /squad join Scourge now plus, and you'll get in. Yeah, so to get in, TPing to a friend is the easiest way, or have access to the Lost Precipice Guild Hall, or the other Guild Hall, and then you sort of run there. It's not as if we can be experts on the new elites without seeing all the rune sigil stats. Yeah, I think that's true too. But I mean, I don't know how much confidence I have that those will dramatically change things up. And listen, here's the point, right? People might be being negative on Reddit about this Gen 2 stuff, some of the Gen 2 stuff. Firebrand, and I see where it comes from, a lot of it, and I think it's fair. People might be, but that's not a bad thing, necessarily. The feedback is good. It's worthwhile. People need to say, yeah, look, this was underwhelming. Yeah, this is not where it should have been. Yeah, you know, people need to do that, right? And, that's brilliant. I've got absolutely no issues with it. All I do have issues with is people being angry and vitriolic and aggressive about it. Because I really... First of all, it's just like, where your social skills at, right? But second, there's literally no point being angry about it. That's the point. There's no point being emotionally charged about it. There's no point being like, oh, I hate this expansion, I'm never going to get it because the Mirage doesn't do enough damage. Like, if you think that, you're a fool. You're such an idiot, because there's going to be patches coming up, right? And these things will change. And what it is at the start of this little demo is so not going to be what it is 2 months after Path of Fire's out, 6 months after Path of Fire's out, a year after Path of Fire's out. You know, we might even continue, we should continue seeing changes to the Heart of Thorns elite specs 2 years down the line. So it's just, that's what I don't get. That's really what I don't get. And like this weird desire, people seem to, I don't know, maybe I'm just salty, but people seem to be like, you know, they think it's a valid criticism of me to enjoy the flavour of them. And it's like, I don't think that that's really fair. I think that's all you really can perfectly judge right now, right? I think a judgment that the Mirage sucks because it doesn't do enough damage, I think a judgment like that is an idiotic judgment. I think a judgment that the Mirage sucks because I don't really like Condi builds, and the Mirage sucks because it's just a bit too fiddly for me, I think those are fair judgments, right? One is about flavour and theme and feel, and the other is about something that is a number that can be changed on a spreadsheet and will be changed, right? There's a very distinct change there. So, yeah. Condi for the win, not skill, but Condi. That's casual noob tactic from Aruna. Well, see, I think that's the short-sighted thing you just said there as well. There are some Condi builds that are not casual noob builds, and particularly in high-end PvP, a lot of them are like, you know, if you're playing a glassy build, whether it's power or Condi, it's a glassy build, and you need to position well, you need to have a good team that's mindful of where you are, where you're going, what you're doing. You need to know how to team fight. I don't think it's necessarily easy. It depends on the environment you're playing, though. So there you go. You're going to make a new character, and then you're going to go to the guild hall. So if you're already in Spud, you don't need to be a member of our guild to play this, by the way, guys, but you do need to own Heart of Thorns. So I'm just going to go to the guild hall like so. Now, if you're not in the Spud Club, but you're in a different guild that has the Lost Precipice as its hall, then that's totally okay. Just go to the different hall and walk out of the exit, then walk back in, and you'll get the option to join our one. By the way, so this is the new Magical Forest. It's nowhere near like what the old one was like, but it looks like a few people have had fun building stuff, so that's very cool. And I think, apparently we might be global capped or something. People mostly playing with Jade, but I think it's cool, isn't it? The waves? Really like it. WP, holy shit, I just played some Dagger Torch Scourge. Damn, that's OP and fun. I actually don't really like the Torch too much. Not for PvP anyway, but yeah, it's cool, right? Dagger's weird as well. What kind of a build is that? I wonder how a Power Scourge would work. I haven't even thought about trying to run a Power Scourge. Mirage has so many Shadow Steps and Evades, plus Axe 3 can save you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, a lot of the information... Like, and another thing that it annoys me more than anything, I think one of the reasons I might be getting a bit of hate is people think that this happens with me. That I'll say something that's stupid, and then everyone's just going to mindlessly follow me. I don't really see that happening too much. But, you know, I saw a message online earlier. People just think in such like definite terms about stuff, and it really frustrates me. Now, this is not an insult to this person I'm about to mention. It's not an insult. I like him a lot. I enjoy his gameplay. I've talked about him before. But so, I never saw this stream, but apparently Cinder, who's a top-level Thief player, he tried out Deadeye, and he didn't like the rifle. So he said, I don't really see this as being too great. I'm going to go back to what I enjoy. Which is totally fine, and that's valid, and you wouldn't want rifle to suddenly become what every single thief in the game is running, right? And certainly if you're going to be looking at that +1 roll, then yeah, it doesn't make as much sense as running DP, right? And then a short bow, and that's fine. So, but anyway, Sin does a stream where he throws the rifle away, and seriously, there was a message I saw on Reddit where someone was literally saying, "Oh, rifle isn't a PvP weapon anyway. Deadeye will never work in PvP. I saw Cinderer wasn't using it, and so obviously it's not even, there's nothing about it that's any good." It's like, well, like, and is that kind of very dogged, like, just hardline stances everyone makes on everything? Nobody uses, like, modal verbs. Nobody, like, holds back even slightly. They'll just see one slight little thing and then that's it. And now it's common fact, guys. It's well known. This is a fact. Rifle is not a PvP thing and never will be. Because I'll tell you one thing, if it's not used in PvP and World versus World, it might struggle a lot because there's going to be a lot of PvE situations where it won't necessarily shine either, unless they build content for the requirement of heavy range damage. But it's little things like that that frustrate me when it comes to balance. It's like the community hasn't even had 48 hours to play this stuff, and yet there are these so-called facts that just get thrown around. Mirage is trash. It's forever trash. Oh, Weaver. Like I saw someone on the Weaver video I did, because I've seen a lot of it on the Weaver end, because that's the first video I've posted. Someone's like, "Oh, Weaver is terrible." What did someone call it? I removed the comment because it just annoyed me that much. I think someone left a comment saying that Weaver was a dumpster fire or something like that. It's like, what is all this hyperbole or this exaggeration? What is this? It's a dumpster fire because the little damage number isn't quite as high as you'd like it to be, and people are going to continue running. Even if people play Staff Weavers, they're still running. It's still a big change in experience. There was also another thing, by the way. I'll be a smug little brat for a second. I did say to you guys on the stream recently, and maybe in a video, I did say to you, in the early days when we were first looking at Weaver and all the stuff it got, everyone was like, "Oh, it's so amazing, blah, blah, blah." And I did say, I can't remember where I said it. It was either a video or it was a stream, but I made it very clear. I said, I think that once the demos come live, there's going to be a kickback against Weaver because people don't realize how punishing the global cooldown is, and that it's actually a lot clunkier to run than people think, and I think everyone's going to get upset at that. And I said that, and that's exactly what's happened with Weaver. Except instead of people sort of thinking, "Oh, maybe it's a different playstyle, maybe it's a different, kind of way we have to think about it," no, the spec is just trash. It's just trash. Like, I had someone accuse me of, like, selling snake oil, basically. He didn't use that term, but he basically, someone accused me of shilling the game and acting like Weaver was way better than it should be because you can't actually do any combos because of the global cooldowns. And it's like, well, you can do the combos. You just got to pace yourself a little bit differently to call Ellie. But no, the whole thing's trash, and I should never have talked positively about Weaver, apparently, because of this. And I'm trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes. I'm trying to deceive them. And it's like, I don't know. Am I wrong to get a bit annoyed about that? God, this is a negative stream, isn't it? Scepter focus on Weaver wasn't bad. Yeah, this one wasn't like an aggressive comment or anything. Someone also said that they're still on the comments at the moment on my Weaver video. They're saying Fresh Air is demonstrably terrible. Well, not terrible, but demonstrably doesn't work. I think his comment was, "The devs said that Fresh Air was a match made in heaven for Weaver, and now we've seen that it's not." So, what are your thoughts on this? And again, it's not that I'm offended by what that person says, but again, it's just very like very decisive, commentary that you get from the community. Very decisive. Very, "Oh, it is absolutely not." I actually think that, broadly speaking, yeah, Fresh Air, of course, it's a match made in heaven. It may not be an optimal spec that everyone. I don't know where that logic comes from anyway. But I think just high level, you can see that. I don't think the devs were lying when they said that. Weaver is all about stance dancing like mad, and it puts a new big internal cooldown on that Fresh Air allows you to bypass. Isn't that's good, right? I'm not being oversensitive on that. I'm just saying it's just an example of people being very decisive in how they feel about things after less than 48 hours. You can barely get your head around Core Ellie, Weaver's non-starter. I don't think you need to understand something perfectly to have fun with it or to have opinions about it. And that is something as well. But you've got to take opinions with a grain of salt. Worse than other MMO I play? What's this? This community is majority's very, very good. Less ranting, more prepping. What am I supposed to be prepping? We need more people in. We've only got a few zombies here. And yeah, I wanna go play Renegade. I'm not gonna lie. What do you mean more action, less ranting? What do you want from me? Sorry, yeah, we're just running in circles. Oh yeah, so I actually need to get to level 5. That is a thing. So yeah, make sure you've got your tomes and things, guys. So I'm gonna you can level regularly, obviously. I'm gonna use tomes on this one. So there you go. I'm level 5. Got that pretty much instantly, and I will pop a TP here as well, and buy myself some weapons. I mean, axe is cool. What else might we want? Let's see. Buy items. Weapon. Dagger. Level 5. Let's just go level 5 to level 5 here. Boom. We don't get offhands at this level. What else? Staff. Staff was very good because there was lots of shroud. Wait, what? Why are any? Oh, okay. Hold on. Weapons, staves, mighty staff. Scepter? I don't know. How's Condi at this scale in the game? Well, there you go. That's each of them. Yeah, and there's a TP here for some other zombies that want to play. I know it's a bit early, but do you see any place in PvE for Scourge? Yeah, hopefully. It depends on the kind of content they make, though. If Barrier is worthwhile, and how it compares to Condi Necro, or Condi Reaper, rather. Unless Condi Reaper's going to get nerfed and blah, blah, blah. Alright, so what's this paste bin? Is this the rules? Yeah, okay, so there's a paste bin in chat. If you want to play zombies, guys, and if you want to get a ton of Ecto, please do feel free to join on that. So you type /squad join LYFR, you waypoint here, you get to level 5. So here are the rules. At the start of every round, every level 5 player will be in subgroup 1 in the squad. See, we're the survivors. And the alpha zombie is going to be in subgroup 2. Who are the zombies? And then we're going to enter through the blue team coordinator. Okay, so they've built a very cool arena here, by the way. Very cool arena. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the entrance, right? And at the start, you enter in blue as a survivor behind one of these gates. These gates will open. So we enter on blue. But then once all the survivors are in, this gets locked again. And the only way to respawn, you're forced into the red team, which makes you a zombie. Okay? So it starts with a single red zombie, and as he scores kills, slowly the zombie team grows and grows and grows until there's only one guy left, and then they win the Ectos. I don't see how many Ectos we have up for grabs anywhere right now. So yeah, just get to level 5 and get some gear. I'm happy with the gear I've got. Hyper Reaper goes to power spec. I mean, this is another funny thing as well, though, and I catch myself forgetting to point this out. Reaper is a great power spec. It's just not in raids and things. It's a very sturdy power spec that, an open world, as you're scoring lots of kills and dropping the cooldowns on the Shroud, you can move around very... It's actually weird, though, because it was always supposed to be slow moving, but that friggin' 2 on it, combined with certain traits, makes you stupidly quick, which is nice in PvE. But, you know, it's got its worth. It is very worthwhile. Donate a character slot, please, so I can join. Sorry, Smitsky. That sucks, man. We only have a few survivors right now. We have 4 survivors. There's only 4 people. So it's 50 Ectos per round. If you guys want to come, join on the squads. It's EU. How long is this going to take for us to get these people? How long have we been streaming already? 44 minutes. 45 minutes. Why is WP playing a noob Necro? Oh, I don't know. Why am I playing a noob Necro? I guess I should probably explain that at some point on the stream, shouldn't I? You want a Necro build, a minion build for Necro? Yeah, I hope that I've still got a lot of inspiration for elite specializations for Necros. I want a good minion-y one eventually. Once I still sort of flinch at the idea of minion-y elite specs, to be honest. But I want a good one of those eventually, and I also want a good like orders damagey buffy guy. Debated because he's a noob. I'm not sure what else to do. If people don't come, I mean, if we only have 4 survivors, then we may as well knock this on the head. Whisper me on Twitch, Twicky, if there's something I'm missing, if you want me to say. Doesn't look like people want to win 50 ectos. You really want to get an EU account? Oh, well, if you want to get an EU account, use the link down below, blah, 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 blah. You want a serious vampire lifesteal necro elite spec? Yeah, Blood Magic Plus, the vampire. I think that would be really cool. I would love that. Not an EU, sorry, WP. I mean, we're at a good time slot for EU people. It's Sunday in the evening. No spare character slot. What is it we're doing? People are wondering, what are we doing? What about Spuds? This is an event really for Spuds. We've got 118 people online on Spud, and none of them want to come. That's bad. All these people said they'd be coming to events. Let me just type in chat. Oh, it says I'm not in a guild. Oh, I'm appearing offline on this account. That might explain some stuff. People might be struggling. There you go. I'm getting messages from people saying they're all on an A. Do you think the elite specialization should be balanced for only open world? No, I don't think any of them should be balanced for just one place. I think that they should consider that in their design of it, but they've got a lot to consider. Listen, guys, if anyone's been feeling like disappointed with the elite specs or anything like that, right? And not that I think it's all as doom and gloomy as people make out. That's half the problem. People are exaggerating it. But I would just my main advice to people, if you're going to be a Guild Wars 2 player, do yourself a favour and do two things. One, play more than one class. Okay, it's not hard to have an ult in this game. All right, it's not hard. People forever have been exaggerating how difficult things are to do in Guild Wars 2, and that is no exception. It's not hard to have at least one ult, so that you've doubled your chances of finding an elite specialization you might enjoy. Okay. Do yourself a favour and have at least one alternate character. And second, try to broaden your perspective as much as possible. You may have played PvP once in 2012. Give it a shot again in 2017. Once you play a bit of PvP as well as being a raider or a fractal player or an open world player or world versus world, once you do a little bit, if you can broaden your perspective just a tiny bit, you'll have so much more tolerance for the balance in this game. You know, like, to argue that, you know, if all you do is raid on a single character and you think you've got all these great insights about elite specialization balance, you don't. You don't have great insights. You've got barely any at all. You know, you've got just as much insight as someone who only key farms and is now whinging that the Deadeye doesn't have as much mobility as the Daredevil for your key farm runs. If all you do is a very narrow part of the game, your opinions only count for a narrow part of the game. The unfortunate thing about the internet is you can't. You'll see a random message online and you don't know who that's coming from. You don't know how many hours they've spent. You don't know where they've spent those hours. And not all opinions are born equal. They're not. They're just not. Not everyone knows what they're talking about. Most people don't have a broad enough perspective. So that's the two things I would say. And both of them are about broadening your perspective. Play more classes than one. Play more areas than one. That's all. Anderson G says, yeah, I've got a main for each gameplay. PvE, World versus World, and PvP. You don't have the temperament for PvP, you turn into a big ball of salt. Yeah, me too. I get so stressed out. I can't tell you how much stress I've brought upon myself. So, what is this? We will start when we have 10 survivors ready in the hall, or at the latest in 10 minutes. Okay, we still only have 4 survivors. What's up with these other guys? They're in new places, I think? Metrica Province, Plains of Ashford. This guy's in Verdant Brink. I think they're running here. So out of 100 spuds that are currently online, I guess we have to assume they're all NA. I think the one elite spec they did really good is Holosmith. I don't know, though, about that. There's not too much flavour and intrigue behind Holosmith, really. It's cool, and it's well done. But I think people just like it because there's big numbers on it. Kick 'em all. Oh, by the way, yeah, so I did build the... Oh, I should talk to the Games Masters about that. We will be having another branch of Spud for the next expansion, guys. We will be having another branch. It'll be very fun. By the way, to anyone watching this who's thinking, oh, I don't want to watch zombies, don't worry. We will be moving on to elite specializations within the hour. Definitely. Maybe even within half an hour. I don't know. We'll see. What's the command for joining squad? /squad join. You literally just said it there. Joining squad, it's squad join. I'm loving Soul Beast, but I'm a Ranger main who didn't enjoy it much, so I'm biased. Well, that's kind of cool. That's what's nice about these specializations as well, right? And apparently it's really bad on the forums. I mostly don't really go on the forums. But apparently it's really bad on the forums. People are, like, super mad that, like, Deadeye doesn't have more melee damage than Daredevil, right? And it's like, what? One is meant to be... Do you understand what this is supposed to be? Having a free character slot is seriously restricting. You mean not having a free character slot? Who enjoys running around in big circles? This is cool. We've almost been streaming an hour. Is it hard to complete the Heart of Thorns quest without ascended equipment? No, it's not. Nothing is hard without ascended equipment. Things are barely hard in green equipment. This is a bit of a thing that the community struggles with. Generally speaking, it's not the tiers of your gear that people struggle with. It's people don't trait swap and they don't utility skill swap and stuff. Like, here's your average Guild Wars 2 player in the open world. Oh, this enemy is CCing me all over the place. Oh, I guess the game sucks. I hate the game. I hate CC. ArenaNet suck. Why did they put so much CC on here? Lame, 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 and they froth at their keyboards, right? The actual answer to that, or, oh my god, this is too hard, I need ascended gear, lame, 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 the game sucks. The actual answer is, oh, why don't you look for some stability on your build? But people won't do it. That's generally the bar we're dealing with. And that's true for Condi cleanses. Oh, all these enemies cripple. Damn it, this arm moves so slow, it's so annoying. I remember at launch when people were bitching about that in Ore. Oh, they're always crippling me and immobilizing me. Same with Heart of Thorns. Okay, maybe put some Condi Cleanse on.
But the QT meta doesn't have any Condi Cleanse or stability on it, so why would I run it?
Because you're not playing with immaculate players in a raid.
But it's not meta. It's not viable. Viable!
There you go. I'm very angry today. I'm a bit twisted up. I think you can hear it. This is why people don't like me. Oh, there you go. There's the answer. Alright. That's the voice you need to use when voice acting. WP a Dalek? Oh my god, that probably was a bit Dalek-y. You get cranky when you haven't slept. I think that might be true. Yay, look, we got people, we got survivors. Oh my god, thank you so much for coming, guys. This is awesome. This guy's called Wooden Zombie. This is sweet. Yay, look, we've got a group of people. This is so cool. Please keep the voice for the rest of the stream. No. WP needs a Snickers. Is that like a thing about that chocolate bar? It helps you when you haven't slept much. I just helped a guy at Hero Point. He summoned the Elite Goleman and pressed 1, but he was pretty nice. Well, at least he's using the Golem. Well, I take more issue with people who have clearly gone onto like Meta Battle or whatever and just copy-pasted what they see there. And then bitched at the game when their build struggles. I would join if you would say what the fuck you are doing. I said that about 20 times already on the stream, so... People treat Guild Wars 2 like your standard MMO when it's far from it. The game is very skill-based and not gear-oriented. I think, you know, people always talk about, oh, Guild Wars 1 was so much better. And generally speaking, I'm very dismissive of that. I think Guild Wars 1 was not that much better. I think a huge amount of it is nostalgia goggles. However, there was one element to Guild Wars 1 that I think, just because of the simplicity of how builds worked and stuff, it was there was a lot of clarity. It was very clear that all your capability came from like these 8 skills, and that was it. I think we did generally in GW1 have a community that was much more intelligent about changing builds and less scared to make their own builds. Like, and again, this is not me being mean to anyone. It's really not. I'm not trying to be mean. But I talked about that power Phantasm Mesmer for raiding. That's the easiest build to make in the world. The easiest. It's literally just pick the 3 lines that are affecting your phantasms and your illusions and click the trait that is blatantly way better than probably the most clarity. It's got the most clarity of any build that I've seen in Guild Wars 2. It's so obvious what to pick. And you know, and the Guild Wars 2 community is in a place though. Like I had some lovely person, I'm sure, but tweet me saying, "Hey WP, can you send me a link to that build? Can you tell me what the build was?" So what are you talking about, man? This is really easy. And I just tweeted him back and I said, just make it. That's what my advice is. I really feel like I should offer that advice more to people. Just make the build. You know, like, and again, this isn't me being offensive or whatever. I'm not trying to be mean or discredit anyone. But you know, like, people look to Boots for like serious build advice, and it's like Boots' knowledge base is not that, you know, higher than your average player. Like, it's really not. Boots isn't like some god of build making. Boots is pretty much just an average Guild Wars 2 player in terms of buildcraft, I'd say. And I would put myself in that as well, for what it's worth. It's not that I'm saying I'm better than Boots. You know, there's nothing special about what Boots does on Boots' bad build at all. He just takes the time to make a build because it's fun for him. Any player could do that. Anyone. But people are scared of doing it, and I feel like, specifically the comparison of GW1 to GW2, I feel like there is a bit of a big difference there in the communities of the days. People are and you know, Guild Wars 1 had PvX wiki, and Guild Wars 1 you did look to other people for builds, and especially in PvP areas you did. But generally speaking, I think people were a bit more clued in, and they were a bit more happy to, oh, I just got nuked because, Christ, I don't actually know. It's so hard to think of my frame of reference now. Oh, we got nuked because of all this, you know, deep wound landed on us. Okay, I'm going to run a bit more cleanse on my healing build. Or, oh, we're anticipating a lot of unsteady ground. And, you know, stuff like, people were a bit more clued in about it. They just were. Boots is a crazy genius. I take it back. Boots is a god. Boots is a god, baby. So, and I don't know, that's not me saying either that people are stupid or anything. I just think it's just the way that the game presents itself. The game doesn't tutorialize that stuff at all. You know, if within the first 10 levels of experience in Guild Wars 2, you fought a boss that Condi bombed you, like properly Condi bombed you, and you wiped, and you died, and then you respawned, and you had to find a way to get around that Condi bomb, ergo, it forced you to look at your specializations and actually equip some condition removal or something. If that happened in your first 10 levels of the game, and then every now and then as you continued leveling, I think that would be a big difference in the mindset of the community, and immediately they'd be like, oh, okay, so it's okay to swap my utility skills in the middle of gameplay. It's okay to swap my traits. It's okay to reassess my build. But the game sort of didn't do that, and people just think it's about, oh, it's because I was not in Ascended gear. And it's not that. It's just not. Apparently we've only got one ranger. How long have we got, Twicky? It looks like we've got a lot of survivors here ready for the pluck-in. We don't need build templates, we need people to see potential in off-meta builds. I don't think those are the same discussion, really. I think we do. I don't think we need build templates. That's, again, more hyperbole. That's more loaded comments. That's all you really seem to see. We don't need build templates. The game has existed perfectly fine without build templates. The necessity for them has increased. I do not deny that. But let's stop with this loaded, like, bollocks. Oh, we need it now. We need it. I actually found a comment. I'm really, really, really salty about things today. I saw a comment on Reddit shortly before streaming. In that thread, so there's a big thread. We need build templates, and I'd love the idea of build templates too. So you know, whatever. It is an exaggeration nonetheless. But there were two comments, and I think they encapsulate. I talked about this on a recent stream. Why Reddit can be shit, right? And someone said, "How could anybody downvote this thread? How could that happen?" And somebody responded by saying, well, maybe they're just sick of seeing build templates come up again and again and again and again and again. Which I think is fair. I mean, I would never downvote a thread like that, but I can understand people being sick of that. Same as people being sick of Wood and Potatoes videos appearing all the time. Perfectly fair. The blue gate is open, guys. So that's fine. So someone said, maybe it's because they're sick of it coming up all the time. And the response to it was the big one, right? The response to it was this, and it was reasonably well upvoted. The response to this was, well, until ArenaNet do something about it, I don't see why we shouldn't keep repeatedly putting on the screen. And that was it, and people were happy with that. It's okay to spam and go in circles on a discussion and circle jerk massively on something we want. It's okay until the devs talk about it. And that's really what Reddit became. As soon as the devs made it known that they're on there. I talked about this a couple of months back. We talked about it, how communities deteriorate. That it's no longer a place that fans go to discuss it and go for genuine discussion. It's a place you go to whine on the off chance the devs will see it, right? And that completely changes the way that people treat it. And this isn't just true for Guild Wars 2. This is true all across the internet. This is why official forums for games are bad and generally fan site forums aren't bad. Is because there's a difference in the expectation of why people are there. If people are there because they just want the devs to see it, then it becomes all about what's wrong with the game, because people are trying to fix the little things that irk them, and they'll exaggerate how bad those things are in a hopes that the devs will take them more seriously, right? And slowly over time, as the AMAs have started happening on Reddit, as devs casually post on there, as it's very clear that they do read it, that shifts why the community uses that space. And I think that little comment chain I just talked about from today, you know, perfectly sums that up. Some people might not like this content, they might find it repetitive, but it's a feature I want and I know the devs are looking, so it's okay. We as a community are okay with spamming it because the devs are looking. It's about getting dev attention, and as soon as that happens, I think you find like the amount of salt you find on there and the amount of intelligent discussion you find on there and the amount of actual impassioned discussion, sort of it shifts and it goes away because people are just sort of using it as a platform to affect the product. So, and we talked about this a few months ago. I actually do think it was a mistake for the devs to start using Reddit. I'm all for sort of, oh yeah, be free and easy. They're just people. Let them post wherever they want and all this. And you know, you don't like the idea of hardline communication policies. But I mean, I honestly, you know, if it was up to me, I definitely would. I actually kind of like hardline communication policies, and I think that, you know, having that separation, have the official forums be the space for everyone to just cry and try and get the devs to listen, and then have an actual like fan site place. I wonder what Guild Wars 2 Guru is like these days. Is it still out? Because those are probably the more interesting places to go, you know. But yeah, and that's not just for Guild Wars. That's just on the internet in general. That's just an observation of mine in general. Oh, I need to change maps. I'm an idiot. Alright, here we go. So, back in, through the gate. These friggin' map swaps still haven't been fixed by the end of Hearthorns. How lame is that? Okay, so also, guys, can you see on stream, in the bottom left, that there's a huge number of ectos written there? What is that? Is that up to 8,000? Holy shit, is it? No, it's still 6,000. If you want to win 6,787 ectoplasm to fund giveaways that we do like this and so on, you can take part in our lottery. There's a link in chat right now, hopefully if the mods can get it. And you can join our lottery, and the more people that join, the bigger the prize pool goes. There's not just going to be one winner, there's going to be multiple winners, so your odds are higher than you think. Also, you don't have to be present at the stream when that happens, but we are doing the giveaway today. I haven't done... we're closing the lottery today. So that could be quite exciting if you guys want to get in on that. We are closing it today. So if you join this lottery right here, right now, you might win. This will be at the end of the stream. Problem is that the original forums are trash and there is not that much interaction. Yeah, I don't think there has to be much interaction. I just think there has to be confidence in the player base that interaction can happen, that they're watching. I think that's quite important to understand actually as well. In terms of like communicating, all you need is the confidence that the devs see it. You don't need, and then they can be like ultra hands off and never talk. Because I'm also kind of the mind that I don't actually know if it is possible to satisfy the community. People like I saw an amazing comment the other day. Someone was like, someone was complaining that the devs don't talk enough or something. Which I think is just I think everyone's always going to be like that. I think you just, no matter how much they talk, they're going to do that. But it was like right after the most recent AMA, they were like, oh, they don't talk enough. Yeah, they give us the AMAs, and yeah, there's loads of comments, and yeah, they're not, you know, specifically restricted, and they're just free and easy to talk about whatever they want. But they never talked enough about, and I can't remember what it was. And someone's response was, what are you talking about? They've given you this, 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 and this. What do you want? Do you want them to take you home and buy you dinner? It was something like that, but the way he phrased it was hilarious. But yeah, I think that as long as the community has that place that they can sort of go to try and get dev attention and have some thought that they might be looking at it. I mean, the other thing, I have a bit of... Sorry about that horrible slurping noise, I was trying to drink it. I have a bit of better perspective maybe as well. I'm not trying to put myself separate from anyone else. But, look at this stream right now, okay? This isn't a particular... Well, this is an okay-ish stream right now, right? I can't believe we've got this many people watching zombies, and first of all, that are watching zombies. Second, of all of those people watching zombies, so few coming in to win ectos. But anyway, you know, look at all these messages that are flying past. I'm trying to watch chat as best I can, right? I'm not going to be able to respond to all of you, personally. I'm not going to be able to. And I'm just a fraction of the broader Guild Wars 2 community. So, unless they can give one-on-one intensive interviews with every member of the community, there's always going to be that one guy that says, oh, there's not enough communication going on. And it's just it's unviable, isn't it? It's completely not feasible. There's too many people, too many to listen to. But how can we be certain they really see it if they do not interact? I think you could do, like, I mean, talking bare minute, this is how kind of cutthroat I'd be about this. Oh, it started. That's the alpha. Oh, no, I got killed by the alpha. Like, I'm the first death. Why am I always the first death? What is this? I'm always the first death. Always. Ugh, I just became a zombie. I got killed by the alpha. Alright, suppose we get a lot of targets, though, to fight. So now you notice this door's shut and we can go in through the red team. Damn it, man. Yeah, this is kind of how draconian I'd be about it. I think, honestly, all you'd need is, like, one post every 2 or 3 months that references stuff the community's been saying. And that's enough. And then you can be, like, super hands-off, but people will have the impression you're watching. Like, so I'm not going to get all political and stuff, right? But a good example, not in video games, but a good example anyway, was, the current United States president, right, retweeted the other day, he threw out a tweet, and then he got a ton of replies to that tweet, obviously. Now, you'd assume that the President of the United States doesn't read the responses to his tweets. You'd assume that he doesn't, right? But he retweeted, quite bizarrely and weirdly, he retweeted someone calling him a fascist, all right? And so then the whole internet laughed about it, and then he deleted the retweet eventually. But, so the specifics of all of that is not what I'm really interested in talking to you guys about, and whether he is or isn't a fascist and blah, 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 and how funny it was. But what was interesting about that was when people were talking about this on a Reddit thread on, like, our politics or something, there was a comment chain on there where someone said, oh my god, do you know what's actually quite interesting about this? This means that the president goes through his replies. We should all actually, you know, think about the replies we send him, because he's actually reading them. He's actually reading, because how else did he randomly retweet that? He actually looks at what people are saying on his thing. And so suddenly everyone felt empowered to send their responses. And that happened just the once. And that'll keep people fueled and going for like 2-3 months, I reckon. And then all he has to do is just do something like that again. And there you go. He's not actually responded to any criticism. He's not actually had any conversation with people. But people have confidence that he's watching. And I reckon ArenaNet could do that if they wanted. They could do a post once every 2 months where they quote a very specific message that was dropped on the forums, and it gives the illusion that they're listening. There you go. And just do it, you know, people, the main complaint you see on the forums for Guild Wars, I'm not saying this is what they should do, I'm just saying it's what they could do, by the way. But, like, one of the main complaints you see on... Oh, there we go, that was the last... Oh, that round went really quick. Congratulations to Phil Vemmer? Phil Vemmer is the last survivor. All the zombies killed everyone. That was really cool. We actually... That round went really well. Where did that guy hide? I don't know where he is. Did he get up on the roof somehow? Because we used to do a labyrinth where you could climb up. I wonder whether we've got one here or not. We've got a Games Master up on the roof looking down. That's quite interesting. Well, there you go. So I'm going to leave the thing now. We became a zombie instantly. We scored a couple of kills. We have a winner. Congratulations to that guy. Oh, look at this. Look at the Games Master. This is cool, Twicky. I'm sorry, I've not really given the event its due here. That's cool that he's encased in the ice, watching like a referee from above. That's very, very fun. I forgot what I was saying. Something about communication policies and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. The main complaint people have on the forums is... I'm not going to do the nerd voice. But the main thing people do on the forums is... Oh, you think that... Oh, I am doing a voice. Oh, you think that they listen to us Reapers, us Power Reapers? There hasn't been a post from a dev on the Power Reaper sub-forum for 2 years. So, of course, they never look at Reaper feedback. It doesn't exist, because for 2 years it hasn't been... And that's obviously such a stupid thing to say, because that's not the only... You know, they could just as easily delete that sub-forum, just because they haven't left any messages there. It doesn't mean... But that comes up all the time. Oh, they haven't posted in the PvP forum for ages. Oh, they haven't posted in the Mesmer forum. They haven't posted in the law one. They haven't... Blah, 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 blah. And that's all such arbitrary shite to talk about. But people do it, and apparently there's some value to comments like that. But all ArenaNet would have to do is just put a post up every 2 months and have a specific quoted message from a member of the community from each of those forums. They don't have to do anything without feedback. They don't have to... But just... show that you've read it. That's all they have to do. And they only have to do that like 4 times a year. And despite the fact there's much less substantial communication, they could do that, guys, and then delete the AMAs, delete any kind of statements from game directors, delete everything. And people, I think, personally, people on a whole would be like, oh yeah, they communicate really well. You know, because you look at what like competitors do in other games, like grinding gear games tend to have much higher, their community has a higher respect for the amount of communication they do. But you know, it's generally just very surface level stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think it takes much. I really don't. Yeah, and there's the known issue thing. I mean, the known issue tracker is fair to complain about because They said that they were going to do the known issue tracker, and then they like just ignored it, didn't they, forever? That's easy to say, as Ellie Main would say. I literally, Nico Char, I literally have no idea. I don't think I've ever read the Elementalist subforum. I don't think I've ever done it. I have no idea when devs post there. I have no idea what kind of communication there is on that. I actually have no idea. And I think, by the way, a lot of Ellies have been very salty for a long time, actually, now. A lot of Ellies get very bitchy and complaining about things. Oh, lava font cooldown increased. People went nuts over. The fact that they're rebalancing Tempest into the place it always should have been. People have gone nuts over. The fact that Weaver isn't, like, redonkulous damage at its initial inception. People have gone nuts over. I don't think that you can really say, oh, Ellies have all, you know, they're all so perfect and loved and they don't know what it's really like for other classes. I definitely think other classes have had a worse time of it, by the way. But I don't think that, I equally don't think that Ellies are pampered. I also don't equally think of myself that much as an Ellie main too much, really. The fact that it's what I run around in when patches come out on doesn't really mean that I do that much build craft on that, and that I have most... Like, actually, in raids, I don't know when the last time I raided on an Ellie was. I actually don't. It was ages ago. I mostly raid on Power NG. Oh, no, sorry. I do raid on Ellie. I raid on a support Ellie sometimes. And I do fractals on a support Ellie. So that's fair. But in terms of other builds, you know, what I get more excited about is stuff like that Phantasm build and like Power NG. I've realised I like stupidly brain dead builds. I love the brain dead builds so much. You know, instead of Condi NG that I'm playing, it's Power NG. You know, whatever's easy. Alright, so what we got here? We're doing a giveaway! Oh my god, we are! This is so cool! So, for everyone watching us just sort of me rant about stuff because I'm all bitter and twisted and sad that I've been bullied on the internet. For those who have been enjoying this stream, a little prize for you all. We're doing a giveaway. Completely, and this is a genuine giveaway. It's not a buy-in thing. It's going to be the same kind of giveaway that B-Boy's been doing a lot recently. So, what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to type something in chat. You're going to type it just the once. We're being attacked. Come on, I'm reading Twitch chat. I'm not first to die this time. I'm second to die. This always happens when we play zombies as well. I die to the alpha, and then they take pity on me and let me self-res. So, it's going to be a giveaway where all you have to do is type something in chat, okay? So, it's a glittering torch skin. So it's a Black Lion skin. We're going to give it away to one lucky person in chat. Now, all you have to do is just type a specific word, which we'll announce to you in just a second. Now, if you are subscribed to me on Twitch, you get 10 times luck. I won't bother explaining all of that, but you can enter the giveaway and then subscribe after for the 10 times luck and all of that kind of stuff. Thanks to any subs who are around today, by the way. So the keyword, all you have to type to get in on this giveaway is the word, no... uppercase or lowercase, all you have to do is type zombie. That's all you have to do. Zombie. And I just died again, so let's go kill some survivors, shall we? There's one. Oh, the AoEs. Oh my god, he got such a good dodge roll on the 2 there on that. My only purpose in these zombie rounds is to instantly get infected and then just go infect other people. No, you don't do exclamation mark zombie or anything, you just type zombie, that's all. And we got a sub out of that as well, so thank you to whoever that was. Let me just have a quick look. We can also, this skill here, the 3, Unholy Feast, is really nice going through walls. Don't forget they updated it as well to like double pulse if you hit someone on low health. So this guy here, right, watch, we can cleave him through the wall. Are we ready for this? I wonder if there's some other way I can cleave through walls. No. Are they going to regen, do you think? Oh, he is. He's running staff, so he can regen from my tiny little damage. Let's try and go around this way. Nope. There's 2 more there. Wait, what? How did I get in here? Oh, there we go. That was quite tricky to get out. Alright, so we're going to go all the way around from here, I think, is how to get to them. Did they do a crazy tricky jump together? Oh my god. It's quite scary. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's the giveaway, and I think they'll be closing it very soon. It's in your head. It's in your head. What's in our head? My god, chat is just absolutely spammed with zombies here. Oh yeah, here we go. So I was going to do this. So thanks, Dead Zealot. 3 months in a row. It's nice to see you come back. Zalares, it's great to see you as well. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Irma Bangensi, thank you very much. Ella Cora, it's great to see you. Chili Ruse, Tagan42, Gregulus Maximus, JJ Venom, Iridite. Iridite was a while ago. Thank you everybody who subbed today. A lot of you subbed earlier, right as I logged on. Hopefully you'll still be around when we get to Renegade. I'm really excited to play Renegade. Again, I've heard people being a bit salty about that. There's a big thread about how Revenant sucks because of the energy mechanic, and I generally do feel that way. What I don't like about the energy mechanic on Rev is that it always goes back to 50% when you legend swap. I feel like if I could save energy in one legend and then actually burst it all out, that would be really nice, but I can't, and it just feels so like hamstrung. I don't know. The energy mechanic just like, and all the interesting traits that are like over 50% or under 50% energy and all that. I don't know. Renegade's a lot of fun. I think the animations look good, and what I've heard about it has also seemed really fun so far. So there we go. We've got to come back out, back into the survivors team. So it seems cool, but I think some people have been saying that it's just bad, or it's too similar to other stuff, or I don't know. Let's have a look at the Reddit thread, shall we? Let's see. There was also a thread about how Power Shatter Mirage is really good, and it's the best Power Shatter we've ever had, but everyone is pooing on that opinion in the comments. So it's like a highly upvoted thread that nonetheless everyone is sort of saying is just wrong. So that's kind of weird, because usually if people think you're wrong, even if you've promoted good discussion, they'll downvote you. But the comments are absolutely full. I think people just want the Mirage to be good, so they've upvoted it like in optimism. But then a lot of people are also turning it down. My video's on there. I don't know why my video's on there. It's just going to get me more hate if people post my Elite Spec videos on there. They're just overviews, then there's not going to be any information. Oh my god! That was totally the alpha right there. I walked right over to his spawn. Oh dear. Okay, I want to hide somewhere good. I'm going to hide with you. You're going to get killed by the mower before me. So let's see here. Why are Sylvari best holosmiths? Photosynthesis. Oh dear, that's terrible. The Mystic Forge and Finger Health. A 0 training run. Wait, why have I got a Twitch clip? B-boy, why have you clipped me and put me on Reddit? Oh no, don't do that. Oh, you've clipped this stream of me being a salty bum. Don't. Oh, I really want. Oh. B-boy, can you delete that, please? I actually don't think that's funny. I think that's going to put a lot of aggro on me. I really don't want more aggro. Oh my god, we're being attacked. Browsing Reddit while playing zombies. For the love of God, please do not clip that. And we've been owned. Oh, a non-sub won. Wow, that's cool. So somebody won even though they weren't subscribed, and lots of other people had 10 times the luck. We're actually getting trolled now. Flaganti is trolling big time. Barrage is so strong as the alpha zombie. No, not chill. I'm gonna please delete that thread. That is not worthy of a full thread. That is not top quality shit posting. Here we go, we're back. See, that's the other weird thing about Twitch, because you sort of get lulled into a full sense of just being able to joke around and whatever, but then you sort of get a splash of cold water later where you realise, oh, what I say has consequences and it's important. I don't know. Yeah, you suck those 3 bleeds and that chill. I can out-sustain you, warrior. For I am... Oh my god, the longbow 3 was devastating there. That was very cool. Where are all my zombie allies? What are they doing? They could just turn around. I was going to heal, but he used the longbow 3 and absolutely blasted me. Did he get lucky and crit me with it? No, he didn't even crit me. That was just a massive hit. 200 damage. That's like quarter of my health on an arcing arrow. It was 250 damage. It was over quarter of my health. 250 damage. I only have 790. That's huge. Reddit loves these for the most part. Yeah, but for everyone that finds it a funny joke or whatever, there's 10 people who don't have any of the context of it, and I just look like a whiny twat that's sitting on a pedestal above everyone else. ArenaNet should just give us each a dev to keep for our very own. I would love him and squeeze him and call him George. Aww. So do you have to look after them like a pet? Do you have to feed them and bathe them and wrap them into their sheets at night? Yes, I've seen the Twitch clips. I have seen the Twitch clips on there, and that doesn't mean that I've liked them. Are you being harassed by the subreddit trolls? They're having a real problem with one guy who keeps making new accounts and is also abusing content creators. I know there's like one person. I don't really... When it's an individual who's clearly just got an axe to grind, I don't mind. But I've talked about this before. Like, God, we're talking a lot about communities and stuff. I am very... It's a very dangerous opinion to have, but it is and nonetheless, I believe it. I sort of believe that for every comment you get on something... that someone's taken the time to express online, there's at least like 10 other people who have thought it, they just haven't said it, right? So, like a good example is on the Weaver video I did today, at one point I accidentally called it Tempest at the end. I accidentally called it Tempest. And one person left a comment saying, oh, do you want us to tell you about the Tempest, do you, WP, as a joke? And that's fine, it's all funny and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, one person posted that comment. There were probably at least like 9 other people who heard it. They just weren't interested enough to type about it. Maybe they didn't have a YouTube account. Maybe they just automatically assume all YouTube comments are cesspits and will never look down. It wouldn't have occurred to them, whatever. But for every one comment, there's probably 10 people who have thought it, right? So if I get a like totally anonymous message that goes up online saying WP's voice is shrill and I hate it, I sort of believe that that there's probably a lot of people that think that. And so it's quite a dangerous thing because it can quite deteriorate my mental state quite quickly because you're like, oh god. But I do believe that. But if it's just like one person who's demonstrably like, I don't know, just really angry and I think you sort of have to be a bit angry and oh my god, there is a way up. This is crazy. I think you sort of have to be a bit angry and broken and sad to have any kind of dislike for anyone who just makes video. At the end of the day, I just make videos about a video game. I'm not actually quite sure how much there is to dislike. But, oh my god, look how cool this is! I should have come up here. It's over, though. The round's over, and I was the only one in, so I'm going to leave now. But, you know, if you're just, like, one person who's just crazy troll, and I think there are a few of them on the subreddit, then, yeah, that doesn't bother me. But it's sort of, like, totally random out of the blue ones. I shouldn't tell people this. I'm giving people ammunition on how to break me down. But, yeah, it's when it's totally random messages like that. That's when it gets to me a bit more. It's funny. These conversations are really interesting to me. Obviously, because this is my life, and it's all very important when you build your life around something like this. But also, you know, as someone who's a fan of other YouTubers and watches them in other scenes and stuff, and I've heard a lot of other YouTubers talk about going through stress and stuff and getting rashes. They get so stressed out. It's funny because it's interesting to see sort of where my psychology and my trajectory goes. When I look at other like YouTubers who are much bigger than me, YouTubers who admit they can never stop reading comments even if they hate them, who get you know, like rashes, that they get so much stress that, you know, that they eventually have to go zero communication policy. It's like it's all morbidly fascinating for me to think about, because like one easy thing you can do to have peace of mind when you conduct yourself on the internet, here's a pro tip for anyone that you can have for peace of mind on the internet, is to just be an arrogant twat. Just be like, just permanently assume you're better than everyone. No one knows what they're talking about. You are the god. You are the boss-ass bitch, and everyone else should be groveling at your feet. And who gives a shit if they don't like you? Because you're better than them. The lion does not concern himself with the opinions of the sheep. You can go big dick on that philosophy, and you'll be a very happy person. But it's also sort of quite a lot of your humanity to give up. So it's funny to see how far you go. Like I console myself with the thing, like, just assume by default, because you can never verify where a comment comes from. right? You can never verify whether they have any validity. So just assume by default that any comment you see online is from a 13-year-old, right? And I've always played with that, and I've kind of liked that, and that can afford you some peace of mind. But that's like the first step on that like very arrogant outlook on the world, right? And you see that not just like on YouTube and stuff, but anywhere in the world. You know, all the most successful people in business, all the most successful people, like they're psychopaths that literally don't give a shit about anyone else because, and it leads them to success basically. Or you get revealed as the charlatan fraud that you truly are. I'm actually getting attacked first thing again. This is actually crazy. Flaganti! Flaganti's got an axe to grind. He's not happy with me. It's because I've not given a good demonstration of the zombies today. I've not done a good job showing off this event that the Games Masters have put a lot of effort into, and I'm being punished. WP laying down the Tywin Lannister quotes. That is a Tywin Lannister quote, isn't it? It is indeed. So is someone clipping this? Hey, I'm not saying I'm doing that. I don't want to sacrifice that humanity. The thing is, and that would be kind of lame as well. When you do that, that's when you get these situations with YouTubers that never read their own comments and stuff, and I hate that. I hate people who are like, oh, who earn a living, right? Based on the fact that they have an audience. They earn a living through Twitch or whatever. You get a lot of streamers are like this, right? A lot of streamers. And they're like, yeah, I never look at chat. I have hundreds of messages rolling by every second of all these people who love me and want my attention and memeing around and having fun. And I will openly mock them and be rude and ridicule them because they're all idiots. You get that a lot. And I hate that. I really hate that. Now, people do that for their own peace of mind. But it's horrible, right? You have to accept that you're a human being that's at fault at some point, and you've got to listen to people if they're criticizing you. I hate that so much. You don't deserve an audience if that's how you feel about your audience, in my opinion. So I want to be able to interact with people and respect what they say. I don't want to assume you're a 13-year-old by default. Like Pan Mo Cat Mercurial, is the spotlight being drawn tomorrow? No, it's being drawn today. You know, I don't want to assume that that was a 13-year-old's message I was just reading. Oh, B-Boy got rid of it. Thank you, B-Boy. I genuinely do appreciate that. It didn't look like it was picking up much steam anyway. I mean, you're welcome to clip stuff, and if it blows up on Twitch, then it blows up on Twitch clips. I think, by the way, I only just learned what clips were, like, last week, because we have the top Guild Wars 2 clip of all time from Maestron when I was talking about World versus... No. No, this is what happened, right? We have the top one of all time. And then there was another one posted just the other day when we were talking about World versus World. That quote of World versus Worlders never get love, but please leave us alone. Someone clipped that, and now that is also... Oh my god, we actually have 3 of them. Peachy Trolls Wooden Potatoes by Cycrony is the most viewed Guild Wars 2 clip of all time. The second most is last weekend's stream, World vs. World in a Nutshell, a Wooden Potato stream clipped by Maestron, who I think left the original comment as well. I was quite proud of it. The third one is Wooden Potato Soul Beast gameplay. That's the third most viewed clip. The fourth most viewed clip... Oh, wait, and this is... Oh, and then that's... I don't know, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. This is top all? Yeah, I don't know, actually. Oh, maybe those are just my clips. I'm looking at that wrong. Anyway, it's a lot. There's a lot of clips, apparently. I only just learned what they are, and now everyone's going nuts with it. Good job to Twitch. I mean, really, they're muscling in on YouTube space very well there. So, that's good. Are you sorting by past 30 days only? There's a couple between yours and all time. Yeah, I think I was just looking at my own, actually. Which is pretty, that's not an egotistical move. That's just I don't know how Twitch works, and I was only on my section, not the global. But anyway, we got a lot of them, and it's a bit weird. You could have all of them if I want. I don't really want. I really don't. I'm not lying. I would like more fucking streamers around. I would like more YouTubers around. Like that thing that's online at the moment, which is, oh, I don't like Wooden Potatoes, and someone else said, yeah, but he's all we've got, right? As like, as backstabby of a compliment, backhanded of a compliment that is, it's kind of true, and that sucks. Well, no, it's true that people feel that way, right? There should be more people my size. Lots more, I think, I mean. So this is crazy. This is a cool arena. Tweki, this is a very cool arena. So this is a secret hidden little room you can choose to go into, only accessible from high up. But if they find you in here, they will murder you. That's cool, don't you guys think? That is cool. Not enough people watch the streams. Yeah, I don't blame them for that, though. I haven't advertised today's stream or anything. Streaming, I think being a streamer is a lot easier than being a YouTuber. But I like being a YouTuber, so I sort of choose to maintain my presence there. That's why you guys were second-class citizens earlier. Streaming, you do have to put in a lot of hours, and I'm not trying to say it's an easy job from any perspective. Christ knows it's not. But I think that YouTube's a bit trickier because you have to be much more precise in the way you conduct yourself. Streaming's a bit like having fish. Here you go. I'm going to drop the knowledge bomb on you guys now, right? Streaming's a lot like keeping fish. So when you are a fish keeper, the bigger the tank, the less careful you have to be with it, because the biology and the makeup of the water in it won't get thrown off so much. It won't, it won't have a pH crash or whatever so quickly. Nitrates will grow a lot slower. The water changes you have to do are a lot less frequent. So the bigger the tank, the actually easier it is to manage, and the more negligent you can get away with being. Right? That's some fish tanking knowledge right there. Fish keeping knowledge for you guys. Streaming is the same. The more hours you stream, it's the exact same thing. The less careful you have to be about how you conduct yourself, the more you can get away with. And YouTube's sort of the opposite of that. You've got like 20 to 40 minutes to get your point across, and it has to be immaculate. What you put out has to be tidy and immaculate. Unless you're like one of these guys that does tons of videos every day and people like it. And you're sort of a very different type of YouTuber. And the less you upload, the less runtime you have on your uploads. Again, the more and more and more careful you have to be, to the point where the stress of having to be so careful can really suck. Like if you look at like Matt's trajectory through YouTube, Matt made the decision, I want to be really high quality and I want to do short, super high quality stuff, but that brings a lot of stress on you. And he was happy to do that, and that's all well and good. But I could never do what Matt did there. I could never make that change, because it's just so much hope and stuff rests on that one production now, because it's your one from that week or whatever, and it's scary. He's going for me first again. I got Shroud just in time. I'm stuck. I need to leave. Please, somebody else die first, for the love of God. We're draining Shroud very slowly. So there you go. So that's some crazy knowledge that you guys were obviously desperate for. I'm totally not just rambling to kill the time before we can get to go play Renegade. Why is it still chasing me? The second I dropped out of Shroud, I evaded, went straight into hill, and not even that was enough. He's literally just put the mower on me to hunt me down. Flaganti, you bastards. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Game over. Can't you just split your long videos into parts? I used to, but the second part always ends up getting like, I don't know, that seems like sort of a view grabby thing that I don't like to do anymore. It never was a view grabby thing. I just used to be limited to 10-minute videos. So now I just try and keep everything contained within one topic where reasonable. I'll tell you why he's killing us first. It's not because he hates us. It's because he knows I'm the best ally he can possibly have. Alright? That's what this is all about. This guy's trying to bait me in now. I'm just going to stand here and keep spamming the 3. I'm going to build... Oh my god! How did he get blown up? Oh, it's because the alpha's there. Jesus, the alpha really hurts. Does he get vengeance at this level? I don't know whether he does. Oh, the mower's going for it! Why is the mower missing? What? The mower's doing nothing. This AI. What is this? This is why Soul Beast needs to happen, guys. Yeah, you see the double chomp we got there? Unmod Flaganti. Oh, poor Flaganti. Yeah, I mean, the second video will get less views because, like, that's just the way YouTube works. YouTube is a mirage in a lot of ways. It's an illusion. You think you've got a lot more viewership and attention holding than you actually do. If you look at the retention on pretty much any long YouTube video, most people tune out before the end anyway. And so when you split it into 2 parts, that's just making it more obvious what will be happening anyway. But you get to throw 2 adverts in front of people. But since I set up Patreon, I don't care about squeezing advert time out of people. Patreon really has opened me up to not have to worry about stuff like that, and you guys get better content for it. And can I just take a second as well? In all the Path of Fire stuff, I've really not talked about it enough, and I've not given anyone enough time on that website. I just want to say again, if anyone's listening to me that actually is on Patreon, thank you so much, basically. I really need more to reward those people. Inks is in chat right now, and if you go to Inks' channel, guys, on YouTube, Inks, who has the making of getting quite big in the scene's got an upper limit, definitely, but he can definitely keep going, right? If you watch the way Inks does stuff, at the end of his videos, he's got like a splash screen where he puts credits up for people who are on Patreon. I want to do something like that, but if I can do that, I'd have to do like super automated the way it would work, because I'd want to cycle through different people. But yeah. Patreon sellouts. Any idea when the lottery gets closed? Yododet says. At the end of the stream, I think. You know, if I was a Patreon sellout, right? I just want to be clear about something. If I had hindsight and I could go back in time to do the pre-stuff, here's how you'd be a Patreon sellout. You would give traits and elite specialization information and special videos only to Patreon people. And I just put a video on YouTube saying, alright guys, if you want to learn about the Weaver before this weekend, you know, 2 weeks away, 14 days away, if you want to learn about the Weaver earlier, if you want full tool tips and so on, like Bogotta did, but for every class, they're available on my drive. 20 quid please. I will sell you traits, 20 quid a pop. That is being a Patreon sellout, alright? Occasionally mentioning that I don't do enough for people on Patreon isn't quite the same. Lots of people do that. I'm sure there are automated things for that thing out there that you can use. Yeah, I should look into it. I really should. As soon as this crunch is over, I should look into it. Here you go. This is going to have to be... Can we do like one more round after this, maybe, Twicky or something? And then let's get to the elite specialization stuff. I often tune out for long vids but come back to finish it later. Does that count as 2 views? Yes, but raw viewership isn't what they care about anyway. It's viewer retention. So they're a lot more intelligent about it these days. So as long as you're actually watching it, then there you go. Inks has 5 patrons, but you can't find 5 more. You're not judging him for... That would be a shitty thing to judge someone for. Unless that's just like a meme that I don't know about. Patreon pay to win. Or you could auction off traits to the highest bidder. Can you imagine that? Can you actually imagine that, guys? I wouldn't have done it. If it happened to be April Fools at the same time, I would do that. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Selling the first Weaver Grand Master. I can tell you early on that it is based on movement, and it has an interaction with incoming CC conditions, but the specifics you will not find out unless you pay. So this information goes to the highest bidder. Get your builds in earlier than anyone else. Going once for $5. Going once. Going once. I hear $5. I hear $5. Going twice for 10 bucks, 15, 20 bucks. And yeah, we go for that. Think about that. Look, think about all the Grandmasters I could have auctioned off. Oh. Oh, Twicky said I said 2 minutes ago that the next one will be the last. Okay. Sorry to bring up templates again. I'm fucking pissed that almost every comment or thread has people saying that how hard can it be to implement, like they're game devs that know the engine and know its limitations. I don't think you even have to be a dev to know that build templates would be hard. Because like the system has to account for skin, stat designation, rune designation, and infusion. And they could do that, but then what that means is if you rescan any gear, it breaks that build template. If you change an infusion, it breaks it, so then it has to sort of intelligently know how to handle things like that. How does it know what to pull out of your inventory? And then what about in terms of sharing those templates? What does it copy across infusion? Does it no longer look at skin? Like, there's a lot of different criteria to look into. I actually think the best way, in terms of like designing it and implementing it, balanced with actual function, and how they can profit off of it, by the way. I think the best way for them to do build templates is actually something people would whinge about and they would whine about. But the best way to do build templates is you have like a build slot, and what you do is you actually slot that gear into it, right? So it's no longer in your inventory. It's like the build template, the gear template, if you will, is it's like they are inventory slots, and then they sell on the gem store further gear templates as you go. I think that is probably the best way to do it. But even that runs into problems with then sharing with other people and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of different ways they could do build template. Maybe I could do a video on that at some point. Oh, I'm still a zombie. Rip. Sorry, I'm attacking the survivors. Kill me, survivors. Kill me, kill me, kill me. Oh, look at how scared all the survivors are. You guys can swarm me. Kill me now. I'm not the alpha. Kill me, come here. So yeah, and then I'll respawn as a human. There you go. Look, I got absolutely dicked. I got BD'd. There we go. And we're in last round. I'm gonna not be the first to die this time. I'm gonna try really hard. Guild Wars 1 build template as well. That's what annoys me a little bit when people like Guild Wars 1 had them. Why doesn't Guild Wars 2? And it's nice to see people finally cotton on. It's like because they're such different products. A Guild Wars 1 build template was your skills, your attributes, and runes and weapon. I think that was it. Basically. Actually, I don't remember how did... They had separate ones for equipment and for build, didn't they? I think they did that. I can't really remember. We should go and look. But, you know, it was so much more simple than what we've got in the game now. You know, and think about this as well. A ring of red death can be a ring of red death, or it can be a ring of red death with a Condi infusion, or it can be a ring of red death with a +4 agony infusion, or it can be with a power infusion or a precision infusion, and then it can be a ring of red death infused with a blah 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 infusion, or it can be a or it can be an attuned ring of red death, or it can be an attuned infused ring of red death with a +4 like, so there's so many variables there that if the build template only says ring of red death, or it digs down into a very specific type, sharing templates becomes like mind-boggling. Do you get what I mean? And sharing templates would be really cool. So I wonder whether oh my god, he's chasing us. He's actually how does he know where we are every time? How does Faganti know? Can I cripple him as I leave? Oh, I can cripple him. No, the more I press space to dodge. This is some BS. I can't even heal into... Oh, what? Why did that cancel cost? Why am I not rotting out? Has someone got last rights on? That was weird. My god. You have 4 equipment slots on F1 to F4 that wasn't saved in the templates. Yeah, you still had to change your equipment in PvE. I seem to remember though. Wait, who's watching the stream? Oh, Flaganti is. Right. Even watching the stream though, it's a labyrinth. It's a bit hard, isn't it? I hope Flaganti's had some joy out of this. I do like zombies. I'm glad we did zombies today. Look at this bitch. Look at him. Swanning around. Now I'm on his team. I'm gonna go upstairs. Going upstairs was cool. Oh! Save me, Alpha! Save me! You're our only hope! Oh, can we not climb up while in combat? There's so much to consider in arena design as well, actually, if you think about this. We can't climb up in combat. Do you think the new specs are inducing power creep into the game? Might just be my experience, but I feel like classes are dealing more and more damage throughout the years. Yeah, but I don't think that's elite specializations. I think that's just balance in general. There had been power creep before any kind of elite specialization, or any kind of just specialization system was formalized. There's always a trend of power creep upwards, just because power creep is exciting, and no matter how much you fight against, my kind of view for balance, people are welcome to disagree with this, and I would not have a problem with anyone disagreeing with this. But my kind of view with sort of, wow, I'm actually stuck. I can't move. There we go. I can. My view with like skill balance and stuff, just in gaming generally, and Guild Wars 2 included, is actually that power creep is sort of an inevitability in a lot of ways. And if you're a balance dev, your job is to minimize power creep rather than make it your goal to prevent its existence altogether. Does that make sense? And I really do believe that. And then what you can do finally is you can take big moments to do like large sweeping overhauls and rebalances to bring everything back down in line. And how you do that is quite interesting. I think in World of Warcraft, any World of Warcraft players in chat, type a 1 if you're a WoW player in chat, and maybe you can talk to me about this. In WoW, didn't they do a thing where, like, my numbers are going to be off, but it was something like this, right? Where everyone's attacks were doing like 10,000 damage, 20,000 damage, 30,000 damage. So they did a patch where they just divided everything by 10, right? Essentially, on the UI kind of thing. So what was once 30,000 damage hit now just became a 300 damage hit or something. Didn't they do something like that? And that was essentially a weird way of like being able to sort of lower the bloat, because it had all bloated up relative to itself and then it will move back down sort of relative. Didn't they do something like that for like skill damage or whatever? It was even more. They did. There you go. So like, and that's an interesting way of handling it. I don't know whether Guild Wars would ever need to get to that point. But I mean, talking about power creep, Blizzard that's a big thing to talk about for Blizzard. They did a stat squish to lower the millions of damage. There you go. So I've never even played that game, but well, not properly played the game. But I know that, that they did something like that. But what that is that's an example of just taking a big moment where you're like, okay, let's reset it. Let's push everything back down together all at once. And when they do that, when it's like a uniform nerf, if you will, it's all a matter of perspective anyway. But when it's uniform, it's not really a nerf. So I think that's sort of a way that you can handle it too. But yeah, I sort of feel like power creep's an inevitability. The Gen 2 specs are going to power creep over the Gen 1 specs. That's obvious and that's fine. But what we don't want... No, sorry. Jesus, no. The Gen 2 specs are going to power creep over the core specs. But they shouldn't power creep on the Gen 1. That's the main thing. And that's what I'll be judging. And it's not what I'll be judging now in the demo, because it's irrelevant. And it's not something to get angry about now in the demo. It's something to be judging 2 to 3 months after the release of Path of Fire. It's about there that I'll start saying, okay, this is a problem. You need to actually start doing it, you know. You need to pull your fingers out and you need to give them their niches. Wooden potatoes, but World of Warcraft is already back up to its millions of damage again. Really? Is it? Wow. So they just immediately... What, and they did that deliberately just because they know that people have fun seeing bigger, pretty numbers? See, Blizzard are really interesting. The way that they handle design, I think, is very unlike a lot of other companies. Blizzard just, like, they embrace certain things that other companies never embrace. Like, that's Blizzard literally just saying, yeah, it's fun to get bigger numbers, so as arbitrary as it all is, fuck it. Yeah, let's push everyone up to millions, and then we'll do a big squish, and then we'll push everyone up, and someone will say, but this is pointless, you're just running in circles, and then they'll just say, yeah, but it's fun, so we're doing it. The other thing that Blizzard like embraces with their balance design is deliberately making one thing OP or meta so that they can cyclically shuffle stuff in and out. Like, they openly embrace the fact that they'll never get perfect Hearthstone balance, so they deliberately decide, okay, for this X-Pack, we're going to make Druid the strongest, because it hasn't been strongest for a while, and now we're just going to nerf the shit out of it, and we're going to let Warrior have its time in the sun. They just go for it, right? I think we talked about that on last weekend's streams too. I think that's very interesting as well. Yeah, I've done 1 million DPS before. What's like a good World of Warcraft benchmark? Somebody tell me that. What's a good World of Warcraft benchmark? So for Guild Wars 2, we're talking the 30k, right? 30k is the number, and you've seen that creeping up and up and up, to be honest. But 30k right now, around about now, for the past 6 months or so, 30k is the bench. You know, 30k a second. That's where we are. Where is it for World of Warcraft? It's totally an arbitrary discussion, but I'm wondering. 900k plus right now, about 1.2 million. It was all due to the War Forging / Titan Forging system, and they basically fucked themselves on the number front. I don't know what any of that is. Prev can't reach 30k. Yeah, I didn't say that every build in Guild Wars 2 can reach the 30k. But Rev, and if Rev can't, this is why we say that, you know, it's in a bad spot. 30k is like... I mean, 30k is arbitrary as well, to be honest. You could comfortably clear raids with everyone on, like... If the maximum golem bench numbers were, like, 25k for the really good builds and only 20k for the others, you'd still be able to clear raid encounters. It's sort of arbitrary to pick 30k. It's just we pick 30k because that's relative to the other classes. And people feel like that if one class can get it, then they should be able to too. What was Guild Wars 2 benchmarks a few months after raids come out? That's a question you want to ask someone like Nike, really. or someone a bit more embedded in the raiding scene. I don't actually really know. I would probably suspect somewhere around 25k. But people were just after raids came out, people were pretty bad. People didn't understand the strength of alacrity and quickness. They didn't understand like how to properly create a 10-man comp. And so the numbers were all a lot worse. And then on top of that, people had the mechanics of the encounters themselves to actually figure out. Like, you know, and that all compounded it. And yes, there was less power creep, definitely. Just for discussion, these are World of Warcraft numbers for the top 1% players. WarcraftLogs.com statistics. Wow. 30k DPS, I play Mesmer. How am I ever to get that? You can get 29k by pressing 2 on sword over and over and over again and nothing else. So I think that's pretty fucking good, don't you? I don't know why I swore there. But yeah, Mesmer, Power Mesmer's fine. If you want to play a DPS Mesmer, you can do that. I don't know what the benchmark for Condi is on like Matthias and Ken. Ken is always moving, right? So Torment is like super strong on against him. Warforging is a random number generated chance to increase the level on gear you get. Oh shit. Doesn't Guild Wars 2 have bigger numbers than Guild Wars 1 because people find it more fun? I thought I read some... No, so that's a great point. Guild Wars 1, this is a very weird thing to talk about because it really wasn't a thing in the community. But who wants to guess at a Guild Wars 1? And I'm not talking about Death Blossom spam and consumable OP stuff of today. I'm talking about Guild Wars 1's Prime. What's a DPS benchmark? What would you hazard a good DPS benchmark was for Guild Wars 1? How much damage a second? I've got a number in mind. I'm curious what Twitch chat will say. Very few people in Twitch chat, I think, will be able to give a good answer to this. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Slackcat says 15 DPS. Anjoy says 2k. Zekaru says 2k. 30 DPS. There you go. So someone just said what? Oh my god, look at this. 250, 3k, 80, 500. This is crazy. You don't even remember the numbers. The first person I agree with is... Let me scroll up. Lemone, who says 30 DPS. 30. About 30 damage a second. For like Prophecies, Factions, Prime, I would say something like that. Single target this is. I mean, when you add AoE and cleave and stuff, it bloats up massively. About 30 damage a second. Somewhere around there. Now, so why is it in Guild Wars 2 we hit like thousands of damage and stuff? The devs actually said in 2012, because people asked them about this, what people you got to understand, the Guild Wars 1 community, we were like the Mormons of the, not the Mormons. Who are those people that live like in like the Southern Farm Belt and they don't use technology? Who are those people? Are they Mormons? Who are they? They're not Mormons. I can't remember. Who are they in America? Who are the people that like still use wooden wagons? The Amish. There you go. Guild Wars 1, right? The Guild Wars 1 community in Guild Wars 1, they were the Amish of the MMO scene. That's what we were. We didn't like flashy skins. We liked simple, realistic skins. And we didn't like big bloated numbers. We liked simple, easy to read numbers. Small numbers are good. And that's genuinely what it was like. So when Guild Wars 2 was coming out and people were hitting like thousands of damage and stuff, people asked the devs, why have you creeped the numbers up so much? Now their actual answer at the time, and I don't know how many balanced devs are still around that would still feel this way, but their answer at the time was that from balance, they have more like cushion and leeway to fiddle with numbers if they're dealing with thousands instead of dealing with just tens or hundreds, right? Like the difference between a build that an ability that does 30 damage versus an ability that does plus 20 damage is huge, but you get a lot more numbers space, and that's what they actually said back in like 2010. Actually, more like that was what it was. Yeah, the Amish. Then we have something like 500 max HP in Guild Wars 1. Like yes, you could get 500. It was sort of the 300 to 500 range, but depending on how many Vigor runes you were on, how many Superior runes you were on, stuff like that, it would fiddle around a bit. You could go from as low as 55 with all Superior runes and a specific offhand to as high as like... I remember you could get like 1,000. If you use like Vital Blessing and stuff, you could deal with this. So anyway, look. Who's up for some Renegade? Guys, can I just say, everybody who came for zombies, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I hope people enjoyed winning some Exos. I loved the arena. Thanks so much to the Games Masters. And if you guys want in on these kinds of events, we will have more coming up. And you can check out Discord to always be clued in. It's really sad that out of the 100 online, barely anyone came. And we'll try and do some NA ones and stuff as well. Thanks very much to the Games Masters, guys, honestly. I know this was really hard to squeeze in. Let's get to Path of Fire stuff, shall we? Yeah, it was 5 minus 75 HP superior runes, and a minus 55 HP Grim Cester. There was also another mod that could lower your health, by the way. It was like... I can't remember how it worked. And there was another weird vampiric mod as well in the game, but they were very rare and you didn't really do this. Some glassy builds have like 10 to 12k HP pools when fighting another glassy build. The problem, in my opinion, is not so much that it's to kill or be killed in combat, but more to say one hit or to be one hit at the moment. Example, Dragon Hunter Traps, Deadeye Rifle. Those classes can deal like 10k instant damage if landed successfully. Well, Psycho, what you're seeing in Guild Wars 2 of today is you're seeing a push towards more deadly combat. If you were around 2 years ago with Heart of Thorns, you would find that they'd gone for a lot tankier combat, and it was generally loathed. So we're kind of like... you know, there's like a boom bust, there's a wax and a wane for how the community feels and how the devs placate the community. So we've just gone from a period where, like, you know, there was way too much defensive stuff, so they're much more offensively minded when they add stuff now, and they're much more limiting on the kind of defensive stuff that they put in the game, because generally people like doing damage than not doing anything, and big stalls are more boring than instant one-shots. You know, if you're going to do, what would you rather, a fight that stalls out perpetually or a one-shot? I think generally people lean more towards the one-shot. So, Whispers... Okay, oh my god. Really? Wow. Oh, hold on, guys. We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway for a really cool skin, and I can't wait to show it to you all. We're going to go over here, though. PowerPoint mode. I'm cheering up a lot right now, by the way. I was miserable earlier. I really was. Alright, so we got our main account. We're going to do a big giveaway. Now, you don't have to do anything in chat. We're in subscriber-only mode right now because people are going to start doing crazy spam stuff. Still getting those 42s going. Flaganti, I don't believe this. Flaganti in chat says, why you died so much isn't because I was always hunting you down. It's because you always appeared before me. Bollocks! Don't believe it for a second. But apparently so. Anyway, so we're logging in here. So yeah, this is going to be a really good thing. 1 HP BIP. Oh, that's true, yeah. So in Guild Wars 1 as well, when you died, you got death penalty, which reduced your max health and energy. And so what you could do is run a build like that where you die loads, get lots of death penalty, and then you get res with 1 health. And so there were these skills called sacrifice skills, right? Where you take away 30% of your maximum health in order to produce a big effect. So one of these skills was an elite skill. It gave everyone massive energy regeneration, but it cost you 33% of your health. But so what you do is you made a build where you had 1 HP. So what is 33% of 1 HP? Well, it's 0.3 hit points. And the game couldn't deal with 0.3 hit points, so you just stayed on, so it rounded it up to the nearest whole value, which was 1. So you didn't sacrifice your health. You were running around with 1 health. If anything looked at you, you would die. But you could spam BIP and it would do no damage. It was essentially that. I think it worked on higher than 1 health as well or something, but yeah. I'm going to play one unranked queue of Scourge, and we're going to show you guys some tasty domage. And then finally we're going to look at Renegade when the stream would usually be closing. Squeezing that zombie in there was not a good idea. But what can we do? We've been wanting to do an event for ages, and there's just been perpetually stuff going on. Azidaric, thank you so much for the sub there, dude. You really enjoy my content. Keep it up, and thanks for all the vids over those years. I intend to. I really do. Chaos Telekien as well earlier, a minute ago, and QQ Kolu. Welcome, guys. It's great to see and hear from you all. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Spud Club. So, this giveaway, let me just show you what we're going to give away here. Wait, it's Dream Thistle. Is Dream Thistle really worth a lot? I thought that had all tanked. Oh, I can't because I'm on a demo character. Well, whatever. It's a Dream Thistle Scepter. It's worth 400 gold, guys. So, if you've been watching all of my streams recently over the Path of Fire stuff, this is the biggest single giveaway we've done for a while, alright? 400 gold. That's a lot of money. So B-Boy's given instructions in sub mode, and I want to read them out. So let's see here. Where's he put those? Sorry for the censorship. I'm scrolling up. I need to find it. I can't find it, B-Boy. I can't find it. What, type it again? Or whisper it to me? Oh, there you go. Read very carefully. I'm only going to say this once, he says, and you may not be entered if you don't follow instructions. I love how pretty my character is, guys. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. I typed kiss. I was trying to emote. So, what do we got? Okay, so on the channel, when you're watching on these streams, by the way, you've been getting potatoes as you've been watching, okay? So, you're not supposed to type any commands or anything in chat, but you've been getting currencies. So, basically, you've been getting... well, I'll see what he says. But the more you've watched, the higher your odds are of winning this, basically. Make it quick, B-boy, because I'm on a YOLO Scourge. And, I'm going to take some names here. Who's your favourite Disney princess, guys? Who is it? I'm going to be an orange princess. Eee! Look at the Fashion Wars 2. Hee hee hee. Okay, here we go. Now let's destroy some people. Alright, let's go. I love this dress with the sand thing because it looks like we're sort of like wetting ourselves and it's dripping down onto the dress. Okay, oh, I snorted like a pig. So yeah, if you guys want more details on the giveaway, just look in chat, I guess. So have to be very careful. So what's really cool about this, by the way, is you kind of got like quite a lot of control because you get 3 shades and marks when you run staff, and that's been an interesting balance to watch. This guy's super glassy up there, so be careful of him. It looks like he's on staff. Is that a staff weaver, maybe? I'm doing terribly in this team fight. Where did I get a mobed from? Is there a Deadeye there, maybe? I'll tell you what, there's Deadeyes basically everywhere. We need some Shroud. Before we can do anything, really, we need some Shroud. So let's just Condy Bomb this guy first. And we'll see how much cleanse he's got. We're just going to keep rotating a couple of autos. There's no fear or anything right now. I'm also going to bump a ton of might on myself here. Oh, this guy's going ham on me, so this is good. We can take advantage of the fact that he's going on us. And he's just going to stand and camp in the shade. We can try and do some damage. So I'm hoping that one of them comes through the corner here and like LOS is like a PvE mob. Here we go. Beauty, he died on the shades. We popped our Shroud, which is what pumped the crazy damage out. Look at all the Torment and Bleed he had. Did you see the burn there? He had like 13 Torment and like... So here now we're going to start Boon Ripping. We're also going to Fear there and give ourselves a little bit of barrier. I might be dead here. Oh, we killed the guy that was on us. I'm going to put the Fear Mark over the body in case anybody goes for a res. We'll try and flip some Condis. This Scourge is going to be a real problem for us. Barrier. What we're doing here is we're watching very... There we go. Oh my god, this is juicy. What we're doing here is we're watching very closely for a big Condi transferal. Alright. Where's our other things? We've only got one shade up. This guy's dead. That's the teamfight 1, but I've been paying no attention to the rest of the map. It's hard PvPing on a new spec when you don't know what's going on because you cannot play the actual game mode. Like, Conquest I suck at when it's a new thing. So here, as this guy comes in, we'll try and, like, intimidate him. Oh, okay. Is this a Condi Mez? Condi Mirage, maybe? I'm just going to bomb him here with the Signet. The Signet's so strong, by the way, because... So there, you can see just a little bit of it. So this Dragon Hunter might go for a res. If he does, we'll be good. I'm going to put a Shade on here and then Shrouds. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close. Alright, this guy's down. Just gave myself a little bit more barrier there. Waiting for him to go in range. Oh god. Oh, he's in renewed. This is annoying. It's okay, though. It's not a big problem. Fear him. Convert. Oh, it's so good! So good! Ah! Okay. Like, this skill 2 is mental, guys. It's so obscene that the skill 2, when you've traded it with Path of Corruption, Nefarious Favor is so strong. So yeah, the Signet, you remember they added Torment to this very recently? Well, hopefully you can understand why for Scourge, because Scourge converts the Torment into Burn, so it's just an insane Condi Bomb now. And there you get a little bit of an example of just how much damage that is. I'm in a 2v1 here, let's just be clear. And now we can start corrupting all of these boons, interrupting. Oh my god, he got that res quick. That's pretty impressive. We just need to make sure we keep our Shroud as we go here. We want him in range of some of our things. There you go, he's dead again. That's... Oh my god, he cleansed! That's pretty hype, actually. Oh, the Ellie's on staff and actually cast the water field. There's Sphere. Oh, that was an invulnerable res. This is pretty bad. I'm going to give myself some might with the elite here. And put a thing on the node from range. And now we're going to pump out with Shroud. We're going to convert a ton of stuff. Barrier. Fear them away. Convert again. So good! He's trying to blink away. We might be able to nail him here, though. Ready? Ready? Signet? Yeah, you can water overload all you like. That's a lot of condies on you, though. Feared again. Man, he's tanky. He's tanky. This is a very tanky Weaver. I'm going to fight in the middle. Kind of want to watch this Hollow Smith. The Hollow Smith's playing them really, really glassy generally, so they're pretty easy kills. We don't have the Signet to engage this time, so we're going to do some other stuff. We'll flip some of his boons if we can. So as you can see, like, he just went way too ham, way too quickly. Some other people came to help. So this Ellie just... Oh, the Ellie died in a 1v1 to a Hollow Smith over there. So the Ellie must be going crazy Condi, and then he struggled against that power build. Got some more marks here. Is this guy going to come for me? I find I just really want to 1v1 people a lot. Oh my god, this is so... Oh, what? That didn't cleanse my bleed? See, here, I would be able to stab stomp if I was running 1 foot in the grave, but, like, you can't do stuff like that so easily on Scourge, so it's, like, a lot less quality. Like, I really want that guy to go res. Please go res him. Please res. Please go for the res. Oh, you bitch. He's put his shield up. I'm going to use my Shroud there just for barrier, just to be comfortable. That guy will get that kill. I'm going back to mid. Good luck on the giveaway, guys. Hopefully people actually understand how it is that the Scourge is functioning here. Interesting. He's casting Meteor Shower this time. So what, does he actually have damage? This is kind of a crap map for Scourge as well, because the points are so large. Oh, there I tried to fear his, to interrupt. There we go. Oof, we almost did that without a target there. There I tried to interrupt his renewed focus and it didn't work. Alright, anyway, we went. Well, there we go. Condi damage on this match was... Oh, you can't see Condi damage. You can only just see regular damage. Alright, well, 317,000. That's pretty good. Anyway, Scourge. Funsies. So good luck, I guess. Is the bot and everything working, by the way, B-boy? Oh, look at how cool our dress looks from underneath there. It's all red now. I guess that's because we have PvP, so... It's hard to see what's going on, to be honest. 720p plus visual noise doesn't make it easy to follow an elite spec you're not familiar with. Yeah, no, that does make sense. That is fair. That is very, very, very fair. I'll do one more and I'll talk a little bit better about how it works. But basically, so check this out, right? So our F1, we drop these sand shades down. And it doesn't matter if you've got tons of shades. You can only be affected by the outcome of one of them at once. But so, essentially, when you cast it, it pulses condies in the area. It pulses Cripple and Torment. And the Torment becomes burned because of our trait. But also we're running Doomfire, which is also burning, right? So when we summon it on someone, it does Condi damage. But now whenever we summon a new one or any others, it also continues to do damage. It repulses that tick out. And then the Q. The Q is the really big one. So this is the high power cooldown that you really got to pay attention to. This makes us more sustainy, but then it also makes all of our shades pulse. And every time they pulse, they will pulse Torment from this skill itself, but then also they'll do all their baseline stuff as well again. So, unfortunately, everyone's always killing these golems. But if I summon some shade there, you see we do some damage. If I summon another shade, we'll do damage on both of them. So there you go. If I summon another, we'll do damage on all 3. Now, if I use the skill 2, what I can do is I can swap 2 of their boons to condies, which is obviously damage. I can cleanse 2 of my condies and turn them into boons. And on 5 targets, it will also pulse the original again. So watch. So all of them pulse again. And I can do that every 4 seconds. So, and again. And it doesn't even cost much life force. Well, it does, but all these golems are constantly dying. So what you can do is just establish your shades in the area and just keep spamming Nefarious Favor to rip boons, to cleanse yourself, to apply tons of condies, right? Then on top of that, finally, you've got the Q, which makes them pulse. This is like 7 casts of Nefarious Favor because it's 7 pulses, right? So we can go Nefarious Favor, Q. And if you just notice, it's just going to keep ticking out Condi. Keep ticking Condi. Keep ticking Condi. There, we've got 14 Torment on this guy. Yeah? So if you kill someone and put them in down state and then drop a shade on the body, and you just spam through these other skills, you can devastate people. Because you can rip their stability and turn it into fear instantly. You can just blatantly fear people with the Garish Pillar. You can support some allies as well with the 3. I'm not very good at the 3 because it's like a purely supportive thing. Almost. Well, I mean, when we use it, it repulses on the shades. So that's sort of the main way you got to think about Scourge. So it's just all about these skills up here. This is the main damage. The weapons, I'm not even running the new weapons here. I'm running the new Elite just for funsies. It's not even that good, really. But this is 15 Might in a big AoE. And anyone who comes to you gets burnt and slowed. So, I mean, that's quite nice too, I guess, on a big cooldown. But it's a nice thing for when you're off point. The Signet of Spite, they added Torment to recently, in a recent patch, and this trait here, Demonic Law, whenever we inflict Torment, it does more damage, and once every 3 seconds, Torment we put on someone makes them burn too. So popping that Signet used to be a big Condi bomb, now it's an even bigger one, because it applies Torment and Burning, which are 2 other offensive Condis that we hadn't seen before on it. So you can use Signet of Spite straight into a Feast of Corruption for a ton of Shroud at the start of the fight, and then you can sort of go in from there. Then there's Trail of Anguish, which I could be using Spectral Walk, which could be better actually. Better for positioning, more Shroud generation for us, which is nice. But I'm using this for funsies right now. So this creates sand behind us, and if anyone walks on the sand behind us, they get crippled, they get tormented, and, sorry, if anyone walks on the sand, they lose a boon and get crippled and tormented, and also their feet burn when they walk on it, so they get that. Allies that walk on it get swiftness. It's also a stun break. So it's kind of just like a new version of Spectral Walk that's a bit more offensively minded. So if someone's chasing you, for example, you can pop this and then they'll have to run in the hot sand to keep up with you. You'll be constantly crippling them and stuff. So that's it, really. The other stuff's all the same. Staff, you guys know what Staff is. It's traded for unblockable and life force generation, which is really needed for this build. Consume conditions, totally classic. I don't like the idea of using Sand Flare. Because I don't know how often I'll be stood next to someone to share that barrier out anyway. Plague Signet, just to flip some Condis back on people, is another stun break, so having the double stun break is at least something. This is a very low quality of life build. It's on like a fucking Vipers... Oh no, it's not on Vipers, sorry, it's Carrion. I like Carrion. Shoot me, I like Carrion. People will say you don't need the Vitality, but running around with 30k health is nice. So, yeah, Carrion and a Tormenting Rune. So my durations are 45, 25, and 45, which could be higher, but it's alright. I've got Agony and Smouldering up here. And yeah, that's all I'm doing, really. It could be way more min-max. This is just sort of a first little thing that I dropped on. So yeah, if the Sprout bot is being slow and laggy for you guys, hopefully hopefully it will come through soon enough. So yeah, Kylo's different and stuff, by the way. I don't know if people remember. So you can summon shades without Shroud, by the way. So the best thing to do is instantly put a shade on the node. Or you can put 3 on the node just to make sure it's fully covered. So there you're seeing one of the problems with this, by the way. And here we go. We're gonna spike the this guy. He dodged the feast. That's fine though. He's mad at us. I just need some Shroud. So make him walk in the sand. Drop one here. Pop the Q. And now he's gonna be relying on resistance a lot. And we're going to try and flip the resistance to fuck him up, basically. He's fucked us up, well. He did really well, though. So, yeah, I don't know how to fight anyone anymore. Generally, you're okay against warriors if you play properly. I don't know whether I even dodged against that guy. And being stuck in that little area sucked. Trying hard to get this to work. You want to reward our long-time watchers. Yeah, man, definitely. There's no rush either. So if people have just tuned in the stream, I'm going to do this one fight on Scourge, and then we're going to go and look at Renegade, which I know nothing about, and we're going to have some funsies checking it out. It's not a 1 minute delay, but it's like 120 or 100 per minute. Well, damn. What team am I? I'm blue. They have a DC. RIP. That guy called I am a Mirage. I'll just come this way to check. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's the same warrior, so we can have a rematch here. I should never go straight into the Feast of Corruption like that. So he's in the middle of full counter. So we have a lot of Shroud this time as we start. I missed my thing again. I'm out of Shroud. This is bad. We can reverse those. That was a Condi Spellbreaker. It's not a fair win because the guy came. But yeah. I need to build Shroud, I really do. That's the main thing with this. And again, why Spectral Walk would be so much better. There's a lot of things that would be better. We need to remember to do more autos. Things like that. But yeah, actually dropping the Sand Shades doesn't cost anything. So you can nearly always be covering yourself. Like your points of attack, your entry points as you cap nodes. And you can have one on you. It's very much like territory control. I really like it. The warrior again. Let's see if we do it 3 times in a row. One dodge. Oh, we got it through the bull's charge. I'm well happy with that. I'm going to save my Plague Signet here for the moment where we really need it. So here, you'll notice all I've done to this guy is strip his resistance with the 2. And the 2's already back. Right? So we're going to put him into the shade. And we're going to blow him up. So you just... a pro tip for fighting Scourges, never go into the shades. Never, don't go anywhere near the shades. Sorry, I don't know whether I finished my point earlier, but there's a bit of an animation problem with the game at the moment where you can't tell allied shades from enemy ones, and it's so important that you can do that. So here we have to... oh my god, he got that stomp super quick. Holy shit. What was that? That was mental. I gotta leave. This barrier's not going to keep us safe. The Deadeye's probably going to come in. So we might be able to kill him. Yeah, we got him. Oh, he's not even a Deadeye, he's a Renegade. I don't know what Renegades do or how they work. So I cannot stomp, right? So it's much better to just plant a shade on a body, auto to build some Shroud. That guy's going to probably try and res his friend. If he does, he's screwed. Here we go. He is. He's going to try. Right, so he's going to like stab and stuff, and it's just not going to work. So he's got resistance right now, but again, we strip it in just a couple of seconds. Oh, the Scepter autos strip as well, obviously. We can't strip on Signets anymore, so that was an old thing that you might still be thinking of doing on a Necro, but that trait got removed. So we're going to shade up on the nodes and immediately just start again. Really, it's all about the Q, guys. The Q is just crazy. That's really where most of your damage comes from. Reflecting Deadeye shots is so satisfying. Yeah, I saw on that thing where someone was talking about a power Mirage. I kind of want to fight the Rev on Fairgrounds. People were talking about power Mirage, and they were talking about running Mirror on their hill. So I actually don't even care about taking the node from him, because I can force him onto it later anyway. I don't know whether he wants to fight. I'm just sort of waiting for my Signet to come up right now. And if he wants to come in at any point, then he can. He never got the full cap. Oh, I cancel cast it. I'm an idiot. There we go. Alright, there we go. So we'll decap that. He's got to run anyway because he got +1 against. You just got the Guild Wars 2 demo. What should I do first to learn the ropes? The demo is probably not a great place to learn the ropes because this stuff's all like really complicated and new and fresh and stuff. So I don't know what you should do really. Just play around with something you think looks fun and just see how it goes. But there's a lot to sort of understand about how the game works, I think, in a lot of respects. So here, this guy's going to go for the decap, right? So all we have to do, knowing that he'll do that... Oh, or maybe he'll be smart. This is interesting. Oh, come on, I was totally facing him. Why did my Signet not work? That's such crap. All right, so there we had to cleanse. Oh my god. We're going to lose this, but I want people to be clear. It's not my fault. Plague Signet totally dicked me over. Oh, he might be dead anyway. He doesn't have enough quality of life. This guy's coming now. Oh, and it's another Necro. This is not good now. Yeah. Oh, what? And that, the 3v1? Where's my team? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are they doing? Because they don't even own the other nodes. What is going on? Lame. Renegade will take you time to get used to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. It's fun to reflect Deadeye's Rifle 4 with Firebrand. Tome of Courage can place a reflect bubble on top of a kneeling Deadeye. It's fun to watch them snipe their own face for AK. That's actually very cool. Yeah, I know exactly what skill you're talking about on the Firebrand. That is cool. Scourge seems like such a bully. You love it? Oh, it is. It's a serious bully. I absolutely do agree. I mean, this build is far too YOLO to actually be worth anything, really. But did he leave? I think he ran behind us. I'm a little concerned here. All right, we're gonna snipe him. We're gonna do some Deadeye of our own here. Oh my god, why have I got... They're all aggroed on me! Bugger off! Oh, and he blocked the Signet! No! I'm sad. There. I didn't even do anything for that, by the way. So there, that Condi bomb, that was fucking mental. Look at it, 14, but it's absolutely, it's so gross. This guy's also standing on a Condi bomb and massive conversion. I mean, I was just face tanking his traps. I need to peel away a little bit on this one, I think. There we go, we got one mark. Put some weakness down. Oh my god, the house. What? No, come at me, bro! No, come at me! I got all this sand waiting for you. Oh, did he lag out? I feel bad about this kill now. He's not doing anything. Oh, come on. Yeah, go Rez. Rez your friend. Rez your friend. Oh my god. I kind of wanted not to have any allies there. That would have been very cool. We're losing anyway. My rotations must have been so bad. Either that or someone's like just hitting the deck, just respawning and dying and respawning and dying. I will go over here now and see what we've got. Maybe I can kill one of those two players on respawn. One of them is already running back into middle. We just saw him there by those pipes. Chill, guys. The mods are working on it. Yeah, people go a bit crazy for money, right? 400 gold. So yeah, if you guys just joined, we're about to look at Renegade, and we're going to do some first sights at it. And also, we've got a giveaway going on for 400G. All right, here we go. This will be fun. All right, wait, he's not going to evade either this time. We ready? What's that bugged animation there? Oh, shit. We got the elite. That's nice. It's just so unfair. They can't do anything. Okay? Overtuned. Overtuned. Oh, there we go, friend. I can beat a lot of Necros as well on this, because I think a lot of them don't know how to trait the skill 2. Like, because whenever they condo me, I can just do that, and no matter how much transfer they've got, I've probably got more, or more total cleanse. Renegade is back. Firebrand coming in on me. Oh, sorry, Dragon Hunter coming in on me. You know, I really enjoy seeing people playing the previous gen stuff at the same time. Here we're gonna go for this Mirage because what was that block? That's some bull crap. All right, so now we've got an allied body. Same deal though, right? You just drop your shit on it, pump some barrier up. I've got no shroud really, so And there we go. You guys couldn't see under that, but we did kill the dragon hunter that was trying to stomp. And there you go. So a little bit of scourging stuff. Yeah, okay, so whispers. Alright, what's going on? Oh, so it's not working, sadly, guys. So we're going to just do another keyword giveaway. So if any of you are subscribed, you get 10 times luck on this. If you're not subscribed, you can do it for free. If you have Amazon Prime, there's just a button on the screen. Like, it's literally right near the video player. You just click it, and that should go through. And you get 10 times chance to win this. It's a 400 gold skin. Best luck to you guys. All you have to do this is type in chat once. If you spam it, you get kicked out. Once you type the word short bow. Hey WP, are your donation notifications working? They should be. Nothing's changed. Oh my god, we had a donation. Holy shit, we did. Get cooped. I'm so sorry for missing that. That must have been right at the start of the match. Wow, thank you very much, dude. Holy crap. Get cooped donated £20. Thank you, man. He says, don't think I've ever donated, but I've been watching you for years. That's so cool, man. Thank you. That's lovely. And yeah, I missed that. I feel terrible. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, thanks very much, and also welcome Sparta Meow Meow Meow. That's really cool, dude. I'll get like a good pizza or something like that. That's really, really sweet. Thank you. Origami Face is going for the 10 times luck too. In the meantime, for everyone else who doesn't care about that, let's check out Renegade. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I do so much character deleting right now. I'm really scared that it's going to that I'm going to delete an important character. All right, somebody in the middle of all of this short bow spam, somebody give me a race to play with the code 55. So just type 55 and then a race. First person to do it will pick the race that we play our Renegade. I'm guessing Char is going to be what it comes up as, but we will see. Renegade is pretty bugged, unfortunately. 55 Asura. Okay, an Asuran Renegade. Boy or girl, code 33. Boy or girl, code 33. And yeah, that is crazy donation hype. Thank you so much, Get Cooped. Honestly, thank you. It goes a long way to making me feel good today. 33 is the code. 33 girl comes from Always Confused. Okay, and we're going to be playing a Revenant. I'm really excited about this. I feel like I should wait until the X-Pack, but I've got to do videos on all of it anyway. So here we go. We are the Renegade Ore. Call it Herald Dropper. Should be fun to see Path of Fire releases in the middle of a PvP season, especially an active one where people are working on Legendary Armor. Yeah. Oh my god, look at the skills! This is so cool! This is like exactly what I want. Alright, so first of all, let me just lay down the important stuff. And that is going to the wardrobe and grabbing the ultimate weapon. The weapon designed for this elite specialization. Chuka and Chumpa motherfucking what? Look at this. Ah. Oh, I'm using the skill 2 there, thinking it's going to be like a cluster bomb, and it's not. Baby. This fits, like, the theming, the colour, everything. It fits. Fits so well. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to go outfits, and we're going to wear... No, not that. Slayers? Slayers is okay. Yeah, let's go Slayers. Slayers, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what have we got here? Alright, we don't have an F2. We've got an F2, 3, and 4. Well, hold on. Okay, so just so that everybody knows, I've never really looked at this. I know vague things about it, some traits, some skills. I don't know very much, so this is going to be a lot like the Soul Beast yesterday, where we have a proper look. We learn it together, okay? Let's learn Renegade. That's what this stream is. So we're going to find a suitable golem or opponent. Let's choose the thief as our opponent, and we're gonna look through the skills. So we're looking at bleed. And it shatters upon striking, bleeding on nearby foes. So this is actually 5 bleeds. Conjure a portal through the mist and fire barbed arrows to strike from unexpected directions at your enemy. This is the one that has the crazy skill effect, right? That was some millions of tigers, right? I think. because we've got Chuk and Chumpawat. 7-shot. Oh, I love the name of these, by the way. Scatter shot, Bloodbane Path, 7-shot. Conjure a focused volley of arrows to harass your foes. Oh, that guy's going to go kill the thief now. Spirit Crush. Create a debilitating zone by firing a volley of flaming arrows at an area. And Scorch Razor. Unleash a fiery edge to ignite and knock down your enemies. Oh, shit. So what's the best way for us to do this? I guess just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the 5. That's the 4. Oh my god, the ground target on the 3. This feels good. This is probably the best feeling new weapon that they've added, I think. Except maybe Dagger Dagger. Dagger Dagger does feel very good as well. What? So this is like a reverse shotgun. Hold the phone. Oh my god, this is cool. Oh, and they're all tigers. What was that? That was awesome. Oh, I should turn off Chuk and Chumpawat though to see what it looks like. Why is not every single one going? Maybe I should turn the tigers off to see what the default animations are like. This looks good though, doesn't it? Whoa, that was really weird. How did Bloodbane Path work? Oh, let's snipe him with the Shiro up as well. Bloodbane Path feels odd. Is that just me? And how does this work? Is it actually a ring? Or is something else going on? Bloodbane Path. You need an enemy targeted to use this skill. Conjure a portal through the mist and fire barbed arrows to strike from unexpected directions. Oh, okay. So the portal appears in front of the bow, and then multiple portals appear next to the thief. The projectiles go through the portal and into the bow. Also, is this a reflect? It feels like it should be a reflect. No, it's not, but it's a long knockdown. Man, do you know what that's like? That's like in COF, the boss for story mode. I wonder if they're doing that on purpose. Oh, no, it's not. It's not like that at all. They're boulders, aren't they? I don't know. Why did the ranger, when it went downstate, start attacking us? Spirit Crush. Firing a volley of flaming arrows. So how much is flat and how much is supposed to be Condi? Let me see here. So what build did it put us on? This is a Viper's Amulet with a Rune of Ore. Ore? Why do we want a Rune of Ore? There ain't no poison here. Get that shit out of here. Let's see. Condition damage, Balthazar. Actually, there's barely... This is weird. Let's just go Nightmare for now. Let's do it that way. You wish Torch projectiles got that level of visual treatment in regard to legendary weapons? Oh, did they not do very well with Torch then? Did they not? Does the Scourge portal work okay? It's actually been disabled. I've never been able to use it because it's been disabled for as long as I've been trying to do stuff. So here we got our engineer. I'm going to butt in on this guy's fun. So the 3 feels a bit weird. But who doesn't want a charging line of tigers? That's kind of cool. Alright, so that's the short bow. Anything I need to know about that, guys, before we move on? Turn off the legendary? Oh, okay, yeah, let's turn off the legendary. I do want to see what it's like by baseline when we're not firing tigers. Let's use Rox's short bow. I can't think of anything more fitting, alright? So this is what it's like regularly. Oh, it's actually really similar. Which I'm sure a lot of you guys who don't have Chuk and Chumpawat are happy to see. But those of us who do have Chuk and Chumpawat, we now feel less special. Okay, so... Ah, you silly, silly thief. You just revealed yourself. They actually do a lot of damage with their unloads, so I've got to be careful. Oh, that's cool. So this can't be line of sighted. So we can do Scorch Razor through walls. That's cool. Okay. So really, Chuk and Chumpawat is very similar, isn't it? It's very similar. It's just... And the Dreamer, yeah. I don't own the Dreamer, so I can't show you guys that. But I do have Chuk and Chumpawat. So there you go. That's for you, Twitch chat. Right, so the F abilities. Heroic Command. Citadel Order. These are, is this the classification of skills that these are? Yeah, they're Citadel Orders. So we refresh the duration of Karla's Fervor, and we grant nearby allies might for every stack. So, improved... Hold on. This is... By the way, if you're going to learn... If anyone wants any tip, if you're going to learn a new elite specialization, here's what you do. You go immediately to the hero panel, you turn that shit off, and then you turn it on again, and that will take away all the major traits. So now when we mouse over this, you'll see that it's just Karla's Fervor. It's not improved. So do that so that you can understand baseline what the class is, and then think about the traits later. Right? For the purposes of this demo, at least. For the regular game, that won't matter, because you'll slowly just use the hero will. But yeah, that will help you understand a bit better. What's this drum roll giveaway? Who's about to win 400G? Action camera's fun with this. Use your F skills. That sounds cool. Oh, you literally just throw the torch and there's no special particles. That sucks. The winner is... Anyway, so... Refresh the duration of your Karla's Fervor and grant nearby allies might for every stack. So I just used it... and I would assume Karla's Fervor is supposed to be an active effect, but I don't have that active effect on me, so maybe that's one of the legend abilities that does that, which I'll look at in a second. But this shares... So the more stacks of Karla's Fervor I have, the more might I pulse out. Wow, this is so like, our might generation is like super hardcore built into the spec, because it's right there, always. 300 radius. Can anyone better at the game than me tell me what the radius of phalanx strength is, please? What's the radius of phalanx strength? Richard Compton! Congrats, man! That's very cool. Congratulations. Alright, moving on. Citadel Bombardment. Open a portal through the mist of time, unleashing a storm of artillery from the United Legions. Shit. The United Legions. We're going a long way back there, then. Ordnance count 10. Targets per ordnance 3. Why does it use the word ordnance? Is that not just projectile? So let's try this. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, no. Right. Wrong ability. Oh, my God. Did you see that ground target there? It was being weird. All right. Well, here we go. Was that it? Wait, what? Did it... Oh, okay. I thought the ranger died. That really blew my mind. So that's that really beautiful animation, right? I love this skill. I love the skill 3, the reverse point blank shot. This is beautiful. Okay. So yeah, this is the really gorgeous animation, just so that people can see, right? Oh, I've got Karla's Fervor now. Karla's Legend inspires you, increasing your critical chance, strike chance, and condition damage, stacks intensity. Alright, well, look at the portal, ready? Look at that, look how cool that is. So, open a portal, unleashing a storm of artillery from the United Legions. Ordnance count, 10. Basically, what they're talking about here is target cap, aren't they? So, is this essentially that we can target... This is a 10... This is an attack that hits 10 targets, right? This is a 10 target attack. And for each of those 10 things, we get 3 projectiles. Is that what it's saying? So if we target 10 things at once, in that initial AoE, we conjure 30 strikes. That should be that. So the best way to test that would be the golems here. Is that what that was? Holy shit, we got quite a lot of burn there as well. Right? Is that what we're looking at? Isn't it the opposite? You hit 10 projectiles, each can hit 3 people? Chat is depressed. Oh, is chat depressed because they didn't win the giveaway? Or have I depressed people with my depressingness? Always strikes 10, each hits 3. Right, okay, so always 10 projectiles come out. Okay, I gotcha. Alright, moving on. Orders from above. Orders from above arrive, renewing your abilities and those of your nearby allies. So here's the alacrity. For 1 second, 4 stacks for one... What? Number of allied targets, 5. Duration, 4 seconds. Interval, 1 second. Affected radius, 240. Shit, I never looked. What was the phalanx strength radius? 600. PS is 600. Alright, so, yeah, this... Still ain't replacing that shit. Renegade is depressing. Why? What's depressing about it? So this looks almost like quite Malixy, actually. I see why they're going for that purple kind of thing, though, because that's the alacrity. So, sorry, this is just alacrity. It's just that simple. It's just a little alacrity field. Man, they put an energy cost on this shit as well. Why? ArenaNet. Oh, these are all actually pretty heavy energy costs. That seems really weird. Unless there's some energy generation on this spec, it feels very odd to me that they add 3 more goddamn abilities with huge energy costs. What was the energy cost of the Herald F2? It was barely anything, right? I mean, it was upkeep to maintain. But to double tap for the triple boon, it wasn't that crazy. Let me break combat and look. So it just feels like you're going to feel a lot more limited. Let's see here. Herald. Yeah, look, it costs nothing to flip it, and it costs nothing to tap it afterwards. So you're now asking people to consider 3 more skills that have got a 20, 40, and 30 energy cost. I mean, 40 energy for Citadel Bombardment? You can use it on Legend Swap. F4 is okay if you want to heal sooner. No, I don't think the Renegade's depressing just because they've got an energy cost and 3 skills. I think so far I love the theming of it. All right, so okay, so this is just like buff our friends. This is a weird collection of stuff, but okay. All right, let's check out the legendary Renegade stun. So we're going to invoke the power of Carla Scorch Razor. Oh, this here looks weird. Break Razor's Bastion. Summon Era Break Razor to heal your allies while shielding them from damage. This is an ad? Pulsing area heal, initial self heal, reduced Condi damage, specifically reduced Condi damage on 5 allies, 10 pulses. So this lasts 10 seconds on the ground for the cooldown of 30. So 1/3 of the time I can have this up. Shit! Can Era be killed? Can Era Break Razor die? What? I love this. This is cool. Oh, see, I just said this is cool, and it made me think of that guy on Reddit bitching that he doesn't like the way I say that. That is depressing. I guess I should be grumpy about this, right, guys? They can all die. How tanky are they? In PvE, they won't, unless they're specifically targeted. The theme is bad, the mechanics are good, the numbers are the worst. What don't you like about the theme? Fiery Warband Char stuff? If it sucks at PvP right now, it's not necessarily a big deal though, right? What else we got? Ice Razor's Ire. Oh, are they all spirits? Summon Visc Ice Razor from the mist to magically bombard your enemies with... See, what I don't like here is they're kind of putting like ritualist-ish stuff on it, but not going the whole way with it, so it feels like they're just trying to filter that throughout. Sorry, Razorclaw's Rage. Summon Centurion Jas Razorclaw from the mist to enhance the attack of my allies. Razorclaw's Rage. Our attacks inflict bleeding. What, just forever? No internal cooldown? Oh no, it pulses it every 1 second. Yeah, that's a bit lame. Oh, no. It is this, isn't it? It's just crazy bleed. Will all of these bleed then? Oh, it didn't look like that. I never noticed that, but the colour of our energy is different while we're on the Elite Specialised one. That's weird. So how does that work? Is that just like 1 bleed and then it removes the stack? Or is it... Is that the way it works? Let's check. So I'm going to stand in it and get the thing, and now I'm going to walk out. Oh, Arena... See, the tooltip there suggests that Razorclaw's Rage should last 10 seconds on us. But now we walk out and it expires instantly. Oh my god, we had a duck. Jeez Louise. Elacor, I want to thank you for all you've done for the community. I haven't been watching for long, a year or so, but I love the backlog of videos, especially all the Guild Wars 1 playlist. Thanks for giving me a reason to keep my nostalgia goggles close. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've enjoyed them, and thank you very much for the £3. That puts you into the realm of elites. So yeah, the energy color is different per legend. I'd never realized that. It's bugged, but still not broken. There's no ICD. The idea is the 6-0 or all members of the warband. Yeah, I get that much. So here we got Visk Ice Razor. He's going to magically bombard our enemies with flat damage, cripple, and vuln. The thing is, they've putting this on here. It feels weird, right? Because it's like, if everything else associated with this is all about Condi, you're either only going to care about Ice Razors. Well, no, because this one's got cripple and stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Let's summon that on that thief then. I'm assuming it's like an AoE, right? Oh, I love that. This is so cool. This is very ritual-like. Oh, no, don't stop. No. Oh. Oh, I thought that was going to be really good. I thought he'd just keep going. That would have been very ritual. You know the GW1 spirits that just keep slinging stuff at people? I thought it was going to be like that. Okay, he's reflecting now, so... shit. Owned by the thief. Ultimate shame. It's not an AoE, it only targets one person. Yeah, but I mean, within the AoE. Ultimate shame. Do the summon char utilities have health bars? Can they be killed? Yes, apparently. I just asked people that and they said yeah. Let's go back to her now then. So I don't know about that. Let's hold on. Let's go BD power for a second. Hold on. Let's equip like an assassin's amulet. Berserker's fine. And then we'll go, scholar, right? And now I'm going to summon him and see how convincing he is. Ready? Oh, does he not even scale with our stats? He doesn't look like he scales with our stats. Does he? Am I misinterpreting that? See, now, this is a skill where if it had no cooldown, I could understand it a bit more, maybe? 20 casts. Does each of his casts count as like a combo field or something? It's a weird one. Doesn't scale with power. It does scale, but very badly. NPC thief kills a player rev equals nerf thieves and buff revs. No, it's just because I'm a bad player. I don't know, that's weird. With Alacrity, you'll be able to keep some of them permanent. Yeah, but I don't care if they're permanent if they're doing nothing. So hopefully the tuning on that is off. But you would hope it's not that far off, you know. What were we using before? Nightmare. Just for some general. Alright, the skill 3. Who have we got this time? Dark Razor's Daring. So we summon Ku's Dark Razor to disrupt our enemies. So he's packets of damage again. But only 6. See, look, this is Wanderlust, right? What they're doing here is this is a spirit of pain, and this is a spirit of Wanderlust that's inflicting daze. That's what they're doing. This is like Guild Wars 1 spirits. Why did they do this like this, though? Why not give us an actual ritualist? Okay, so let's see what Wanderlust feels like. Look at all the energy that costs, though. Jesus Christ. But this is Wanderlust. Oh, that started cooling down quicker there. No, it didn't. How many can I have up at once? Oh man, the energy though. Oh, is it little taunts it puts out? Or did he get taunted because he CC'd me and I have Jarlis on at the moment? Let's see how the heal works. Era Break Razor. Oh, only just kept us up. I wonder how this guy scales actually for like a supportive amulet. Okay, and the elite, let's see what they got. Legendary Renegade, Soul Cleaver's Summit. Summon Lieutenant Alepha Soul Cleave, Aphela Soul Cleave, to grant your allies strikes incredible bloodthirst, inflicting damage and restoring health. She can only empower players, not the other spirits. So there's like an anti-synergy even there. Well, that's not actually an anti-synergy. It's just a potential synergy that was missed. That's huge life siphon damage. Look at that. 748 life siphon damage. Let's put on a power amulet again. Oh, that didn't actually change at all, did it? Did that change? So here we're looking at 755. And here 748. Oh god, vampirism scaling. That's like a 0.0005 scale or something. So 5 targets though will This is like a suit. This is what I want for a vampire necro. This is what I want. This is like an orders thing for a vampire necro. So this is a channel. This is a maintenance thing, and it's -9 energy to maintain. So how does that work, though? I mean, in terms of being a player, how would I want to handle this? How would I use that in my build? A specific burst window, sure. I mean, I do like ideas like that. Alright, yeah, let's kill this guy, and let's use it. So we channel this, it's going to drain our energy down really quickly, but during that period of time, we're going to be doing massive rip. Oh! Okay, there you go. So it's to keep him summoned. And now we've ran out, and now we swap. I don't know about this. It feels like there's a lot of cool stuff. It just feels very limited to get access to it all. Like, I've barely got the energy to summon all my guys. And what you want to do, what's fun about this is summoning them all very quickly, right? Let alone then using these. Life stealing doesn't scale, not even down. That's why Rev can do damage at low to high levels. Well, actually, they do scale, or they used to. I don't know, maybe they standardized it. Does the recast on the Elite do anything? Yeah, it will cancel the upkeep. So we cast it, and then we can turn him off at any moment we like so. Man, I don't know about that, though. I don't know. Why did we get Fury, Might, and Swiftness there? It must have been this guy. Oh, he must have popped his Warhorn. Alright, that's fine. Or weapon swap Warhorn or something. Okay, so those are the F abilities. That's the weapon. That's the skills. So traits is all that's left, actually. This is quite simple as well, I think. Okay, so here we've got Renegade. Ambush Commander. When you crit or attack your enemies from behind or their flanks, you'll inspire yourself with Carla's Fervor. Ah. Gain access to Citadel Order abilities. Right, so I'm going to do this on a Golem because the Golem won't turn around. So wait, it's whenever I crit or attack from behind. So you could go 100% crit and do someone in the face, or you could do them from behind and get Carla's Favor like that as well. That's interesting. Feels very Charish as well. So we build up stacks, and each stack gives us 30 ferocity and 2% condition damage. So this is like a crit Condi mix? Or they have an idea where you're a heavy crit character or you're a heavy Condi character. So you can build a lot of stacks, and then when you pop the F2, you gain might from them for your allies. So what are we looking at? Oh, it's 5 stacks max. And I think there's supposed to be a trait that adds that. So I can pump out 5 might to my allies and myself every 10 seconds. Just by bouncing Carla's Fervor. As long as I can attack my target from behind. Okay. And I think we can increase that to 10 stacks. I think that's the thing. So let's go the middle line. Oh, wait. So minors. Endless Enmity. Gain Fury whenever you critically strike someone below the health threshold. That's kind of boring for a minor, but okay. It's got some worth and definitely shows the crit stuff that they want on there. And then finally, when we're at full endurance, we increase our chance to crit. Gain Vigor when you gain Fury. Oh, shit. Wow, so as long as we're not dodging, we just have a straight up... What? So if you pair that with Invocation... And we do it with... Where is that trait? Increase damage and Condi damage while we have Fury. Invoking a legend breaks stun. Gain Fury when we invoke a legend. Did they delete the trait that was... Oh, gain might when you gain Fury? Oh, guys, this is a lot like... You can really see something here, I think. Gain might when you use a skill that drops your energy below the threshold. Now, there you go. Crit chance has increased effectiveness when you're under the effect of Fury. Do you see? I really think, guys, what they've done with the Scourge, with a lot of them, is they've said that 5th line, like Scourge is great with Soul Reaping, right, which is the 5th line. This guy is good with Invocation, which is the 5th line. There was another one that was good with Weaver seemed like a good match for Arcane, which was the 5th line. Do you see what they've done there? Is that just me? Do you think I'm looking too deeply into that? But shit, okay, so this looks like a match made in heaven here. So we really don't need to build much precision here. This is a bit like Reaper was then, in that we can run stat sets that don't care so much about precision because we get so much. Okay, guys, we're going to give away all these ectos very soon. The lottery is closing. We're giving away 8,779 ectos very, very, very soon. But then they pair it with a Condi weapon, which makes little sense. Yeah, no, I agree. But you don't have to run the weapon, but I do agree. Alright, so anyway, so the middle... wait, what was the Grandmaster Miner? Yeah, okay. So, Fury increases the duration of bleeds we inflict. And gaining Fury also gives us Carla's Fervor. Shit, that's a lot of Carla's Fervor. And 20% bleed duration. That's pretty fun, I like the sound of all of that. Your short bow skills now Pierce. Bleeding you inflict deals more damage. Wow, so just getting piercing on everything. Shit. I like that as well. That's a really cool feel for a trait, I think. I like traits that augment weapons in that kind of way. And bleeds do 25% more damage. Wow. Bleeds do 25% more. Jeez Louise. And then the last one in the middle is Lasting Legacy. Carla's Fervor, we inspire lasts longer. And we get up to 10 stacks. Which means we can pump out 10 might as well. Wow. So here, I really want to see here. So we've got Crazy Bleed, Crazy Crit, and Carla's things very high on this one. So hold on, Yeah, and we don't have too much precision here. Alright, so I'm going to summon the Bleed dude. And we're going to attack. That's what we're going to do. That bitch knocked me over before I could do my one. So we have 10 stacks. The damage was not what I was hoping it would be there. In fact, the fucking ranger killed us. Okay, though. So that's the middle line. That seems alright. The traits look a lot like some ranger traits. I like the idea of all of these traits. It's just it feels like it's not quite strong enough. The most interesting to you is the Hollow Engineer, though? Or what was that, to be honest? Did you type TBO to mean to be honest? Right, so that's the middle line. Let's try the top line, shall we? So, Ashen Demeanor. Disabling a foe cripples your enemy, which leaves them vulnerable and inspires you with Carla's Fervor. So that's on a 3-second internal cooldown. Anytime we apply... So this tooltip doesn't tell us what it considers disables to be, but most tooltips do. So I know what that means, right? That's like stun and stuff. And mobs and things of that nature. Sudden Reversal. Unleash a roar at nearby enemies when you break a stun, knocking them down. Yeah, so Sudden Reversal is kind of fun, by the way, guys, because who CCs? Engineer CCs, right? So if you watch this very closely, we can combo it with... please, why am I in combat? I wasn't even attacking anything. Right, so you can combo this with Retribution and the Taunt trait, Eye for an Eye. So when we run the Eye for an Eye, if someone CCs us, we will taunt them and give ourselves protection, and then I'll immediately stun break, and then we'll proc Sudden Reversal as well, and you can do both. So I wanted to show that with the NG, but this guy's just killed the NG. The cast times of the Firebrand Tomes is way too long. How many rank points do you think readying up before a map should reward? 10 now is a joke. I think 10 was always a joke, actually. I don't know, maybe 50? Okay, so he got taunted, but my stun break when I legend swap didn't do anything. I guess because we were out of range. We'll wait for him. Will he use the pull in downstate? There we go. Oh, but he's downstate, so it won't do anything. Anyway, yeah, so this is the only example I think of a class having 2 of those at once. The damage is near to non-existent, and wait to see how the land skills are constantly negated by any slant in the terrain. Yeah, I was noticing that with this, right? You don't get all of those. That's cool, though, when it lands properly. Okay, so what else have we got? The Grandmaster, Vindication. Gaining Carla's Fervor grants you might. Citadel Bombardment pulls more missiles into Tyria for every stack of Carla's Favor affecting you. Oh, but you can't have both Grandmasters. Oh, so you can get an extra 5 missiles. Do you guys want to see how that looks? Do you think that sounds fun? So we're going to attack from behind or the side. So let's find a free golem. Actually, this will be fine, right? We can do it from over here. So we're going to wait till we get... There you go. We've got 5 stacks immediately. I'm going to use this. Oh, that is cool, though. I really like that ability. I really like that combo. Trading for that. That was fun, right? I like that. I also like the little split shots on the auto. I think that's quite cool. High number of mobs sort of required for this to go well, but it's good. Yeah, okay. Alright. So that's that Grandmaster. What's the through line on this as well then? It feels like actually, oh look, they've done it slightly differently here. There's a choice on augmenting Carla's favor. Then there's a choice, just a random selection, and then there's a choice on, well, Carla's favor again. It's all about Carla's favor. Anyway, alright, so bottom line. Raw Iron Will. Evading an attack inspires you with Carla's fervor and grants boons to nearby allies. Evading an attack. So when I evade, I can pump out retail and regen. Oh my god. That's pretty crazy for World vs. World. I mean, there's probably a lot of retail anyway from the Firebrand, but still. So what, when we do our big crunch, Zerg v Zerg, I just do a dodge and I've given 5 people retaliation, and a couple of seconds later I can do it again. 240 radius, it could be higher, but still. The trait lines are supposed to represent the different Char legions. Are they? How? All for one. Using legendary renegade abilities grants protection to allies near the summoned warband member. Oh, so this one at least feels like... This is like supporty. This is like helping people defensively. These two at least. When you have maximum stacks of Carla's fervor, you can reduce the damage from conditions coming in on you. Orders from above last longer and affects a larger area. Orders from above. Which one was that? This one. Oh, alacrity. Right. So now let's have a look here. So this now lasts 6 seconds on a much bigger radius. What was the other thing that it does? Receive reduced damage from condies. That's when we have Carla's fervor. You can never share Carla's fervor, right? All you can do is share might based on the amount you have. So this is all just making us tankier, basically. And a bit more supporty. I don't know, this is weird though. So what, do they want us to combo this with a Ventari Rev? So the Ventari tablet can cover for a while, then we swap and we get orders from above. Thing is, this isn't ground targeted though, this is around us. Oh, okay, so guys, you can no longer enter the lottery. The lottery just closed. We are at 8,963 ectos. We're going to give away 8,960 ectos soon. Combo both utilities. You can cover it with Ventari, but it won't be permanent alacrity. Right. What I'm thinking is, like, you would drain all of your energy in Ventari, then legend swap to start popping this. Or pop it once in order to then legend swap back again later or something, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Yeah, I don't know about this. What is it? Why am I not quite so excited about this one? I think it's just because I don't know what the through line on all of it is, really. I don't know what it's trying to be. It's like a protection bot under this setup as well, because we can maintain like a lot of protection on our allies. That's super easy. Or is it super easy because of the energy costs? I mean, flavor-wise and stuff, I do like it. It just feels like it's quite a long way away from being something I'd want to play. Even if you could get permanent alacrity, you wouldn't be able to do anything else. That's just the problem with Revenant. It's 2 PvE elite spec. That's what people don't like. Is it 2 PvE? In PvE, I'm not even too sure about it. The ghost that gives vulnerability combos with the bleed guy. Oh, do they? So they are combo finishers, right? So we go... Oh no, you're just saying one will give bleed to the other, right? So if we do these two, this ranger should get bleed on him. Oh yeah, he does! Do any more of them combo together like that? Soulcleave Summit won't combo with them. Can Dark Razor's Daring inflict bleed as well, maybe? Let's see. Can our Wanderlust do that? It's a shame because I love Wanderlust. Yeah, he does. He does. Or what it did before this dude got CC'd. Oh my god. I think they should just remove energy from Rev. It's overly punishing compared to other class mechanics. Yeah, I never really liked it that much. I don't think it's very intuitive either. I mean, the point isn't the energy cost. They could drop the energy costs and it would feel less punishing. It's like, what does it serve the gameplay? That's the question we should be asking. Is Revenant more fun with energy as a mechanic if energy was cheaper, right? And I really think people are onto something when they say either energy or cooldowns. I think they are onto something generally there. There should be cooldowns, but just very frugally for like things that they really don't want being double, triple, quadruple casted. Renegade can be played anyway, but best at Condi, now that you get huge bleeds. I like the skill effects, I like the icons, I like the idea behind it. I'm not sure I like that they're sort of putting their pinky finger into the world of ritualists, but not going with the whole fist. Do you know what I mean? I don't quite like that. But generally, the rest of it I think's okay. I really do like the animations and things. It just feels a bit wonky, maybe? Well, there you go, though. And we'll see what they do. And again, I'll reiterate what I said at the start of this stream. It's not the end of the world if we're not perfectly, beautifully, 100% in love. Like, what happened there, by the way? I summoned this, got interrupted mid-summon, and it didn't give me the guy, and it went on full cooldown? Is that because I got the initial self-heal? But I mean, what we're looking at here is AoE Condi damage reduction, so if they build some PvE content that's got lots of that, that might be nice. It's fine, it's confirmed. What's confirmed? You don't get huge bleeds, you get mediocre condition damage compared to every other class when geared as PvE. Thematically, it's great, and the only class in the game with any kind of lore. Yeah, definitely. Let's see as well, let's mouse over. Does anywhere it say this skill is unique per game type, or this trait is unique per game type? Oh no, it's not looking good, is it? I mean, these tooltips might not be finished, but it doesn't look like it's because this is a PvP version, where they tried to keep the cancer in a little bit. There you go, guys. WP, is Torbeck safe to use in Guild Wars 1? I think it is, yeah, and I've used it. I don't think the devs would punish you for running Toolbox. There's too much of a blatant community out there, and it's just not fair to punish them. The only thing that the devs did do was they stopped me from making a video about it. Because it's not necessarily TOS compliant or whatever, I guess. They weren't comfortable with me making a video about it. I could have made one, and just winged it, and I'm sure I wouldn't have been punished or anything. But I sort of did the decent thing. I said that with air quotes. And I went to them first and I said, hey, are you going to be okay with it? And they watched it and said, no, we're not. So now I just host it on my Patreon drive. So if you want to help me out on Patreon, which is sort of the life changer, as we talked about earlier. The entire of Revenant as a class seems incomplete and incoherent. In theory and thematically it's so cool, but it doesn't live up to the gameplay expectations. No, I think you're right. I think it doesn't. I don't know, I think they did the... I don't know. Definitely with some number tweaks, this can be fine, right? They can make it hit like a truck, and it will feel just as cool as Hollowsmith did or whatever, which, you know, a huge amount of your enjoyment comes from that. But I think there is something clunky. I do think there's something inherently clunky to this. I do think there's something inherently clunky to it. Alright, guys. So, there's the Renegade. I will be back. We're not closing the stream just yet. We're about to give away, what is that, nearly 9,000 ectos, which is quite crazy. But I'm going to play one more queue on Scourge, just for the funsies. We're going to close the lottery. And tomorrow, we're going to look at some more of the elite specializations, because I've not shown you all of them just yet. I've only shown you... what haven't I shown you? There's something I haven't shown you. So we will do that, whatever that one is. I think there's one or two. And I have a little bit more understanding and experience with them, but we can go a bit further with it, basically. And yeah, so that's basically what will be happening. If you guys don't often tune into my streams, I haven't advertised any of these. I probably should have. I probably could have doubled this. This would have been really good to advertise. But if you don't tune in, it's the same time over the weekend, Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. I do long weekends streaming, and I'll be here at the same time of day. Tomorrow, WP is the last day of the beta. Well, actually, the PvE one lasted a full, like, up to 5 o'clock the next day, didn't it? So I'm banking on that, by the way, because I've got a ton more videos I need to record. So hopefully it will still be up. The PvE one was up until 5 PM. It actually closed in the middle of our stream last week. And you get... There you go, buddy. I don't know why I'm still voting Legacy. Probably not a good idea. Hey WP, what did you think about Renegade? I think it looks cool. It just seems to have missed a mark. I think that it's probably less interesting to me than Firebrand, which was my previous sort of bottom of the pile one. So that doesn't sound too good, does it? Did I talk about Spellbreaker? No, that's the one. I haven't done Spellbreaker. As someone who played Renegade for over 12 hours, I feel like you've barely covered the elite spec. Nothing personal, but it takes time to review an elite spec. Absolutely. Why would I take that personally? You're absolutely right. There's no way that in an hour or less I can truly understand it. These are just my first impressions. I think we're all adults and we all understand that. But if you want, by the way, if you've got more tangible stuff to tell me, synergies and things, let me know. I would like to hear it. Or make the video I do on it later even better. You already mentioned the spirits comboing into one another. What else is there? What else does good stuff there? Are you going to be doing a new reshade video? Are you going to be doing a new reshade video by any chance? I am, yes. After I've done these elite specialization things. Lebby123 says, why don't you like Firebrand? I never said I don't like Firebrand. I said that it was at the bottom of the pile for all the new elite specializations. I do like it. I think it's cool. I just think it's not as cool as the other things. But if you're looking for the reasons for that, I don't know, the mantras just feel a bit there. Some of the traits, like one of the Grandmaster traits is just, oh, apply slow when you disable someone. There's just some things about it that just feel a bit fluffy and a bit waffly and a bit limp. That's all. Don't know, man. I really like the Revenant. I also enjoy the new Warrior specialization. When you say you like Revenant, I assume you mean Renegade. You got to be clear about what you're talking about. Well, Royal, if you're going to send me that message, you should do it like within the hour or so, because I'm going to be covering these in the videos then. It's no use to me tomorrow. It doesn't mean anything tomorrow. I can't make a video about it tomorrow. There is a correlation between PvE spec and hate, Kappa. I guess I'm going to solo take... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm an idiot. I wasn't looking at the mini-map. I love the new mini-map on this. This looks so good. Firebrand Axe just feels completely boring in the auto. It feels like there's no impact from it at all. Maybe indeed. It's just so dangerous to stand instantly on a node with Scourges in the game. It's just so dangerous. I'm just trying to build Shroud right now. Desperately trying to build Shroud. I should have put my elite a lot quicker than I did. That combo of Parasite... Oh, it's so close. I mean, I'm getting bum rushed by 3 people. There's not much I can do. That combo of... Oh my god, the res. Of Parasitic Contagion and the cleanses and stuff does make you quite sustaining. Or a bit more. Remember when Condi had ramp time? What do you think about balance between power and Condi damage now in PvP compared to pre-hot? I think it's all broken. I really do. I think that... I don't think Condi has to be ramp. And power has to be non-ramp. I think you can play with that, but I think as a baseline, that's what it should be. And it is absolutely not that as a baseline right now. So, yeah, those are kind of my opinions. Let's see if we can work some magic here. Ready? Nope. He just straight up dodged it. I gotta deal with this guy who's just free casting on me all day, every fucking day. Oh, he's running he's the first other Scourge I've seen running the sand. He's the first one I've seen. Oh, I don't know what this animation is. I don't know what that was. Condi damage really needs to go. It's become way too annoying and unbalanced. Yeah, I've quite flippantly said in the past, and this is sort of a non-comment, but I have quite flippantly said that I think it all needs a big rebalance, or an overhaul is the sort of gimmicky word you can put on it. There, I just exploded fear for no reason. Here we go. Stay in the thing, bro. Stay in the thing. Stay in the thing. Stay in the thing. Oh. Alright, we got the warrior. Sand. Ugh. It's too much. Where's my team? No one's doing it. I've got 4 fucking players here. Ah. Alright, I can stand in this one. Fear them away for a second. Oh my god, he got so much dodge. Dodge a Relu there. Let's Condi bomb the body. Flip the things. Fear. Ah, they got him up anyway. Lame. This is it for me now, I think. Maybe? Yep. I can't do this. This is so weird, this map right now. How is he getting this res? This is crazy. Oh, now he's down. Spellbreaker easy peasy could be, yeah. This is cool though. They've been bum rushing me so hard that my team took sides, and we're doing A-OK. For me, I love the support capabilities of Firebrand with Mace and Shield, both proc quickness on their Aegis skills. Yeah, I think the Firebrand's got some cool synergies in it, definitely. Let's do a 1v1. Please don't follow me. Please, please, please. I'm unblockable, bro. On the staff, at least. I wonder if this guy's going to really want to go for it. Oh, that dodge. I don't know what to watch for against the Spellbreaker. I'm going to preemptively use the Elite on this. We haven't used any Shade stuff just yet. Oh, he's so dead. Such explosion. Firebrand seems so complicated with the tomes, and that's coming from a 3-year kit NG main. Oh, I don't think it's that complicated. I don't know, especially as a kit NG. I think a kit NG should understand it really well, right? And besides, depending on the kind of gear you build, you won't necessarily care in an equal amounts about all 3 tomes at once. You know, if you're on a heavy Condi build, you're going to care a lot less about the... Oh, shit. Oh, no, yeah, we're good. I did it in the right time. You're going to care less about certain things. Anyway, so here, like... Oh, no line of sight. That's BS. I had line of sight. But anyway, we could have dropped a Shade down in the doorway. Oh, snap. I forgot that they changed this. I'll go fight Sweet Love. Come, Sweet Love. This will be fun because we got loads of... This is just going to be Condi bouncing backwards and forwards like mad. It's going to be great. 2v1 I'm not so interested in. We'll preemptively grab this guy though. I don't mind doing that. Alright, he already popped a ton of his cleanse. We need a reason for him to stay in the shade, right? I tried the fear there and it didn't quite work. I don't know, 2v1 in like this isn't a good idea. I've wasted consumed conditions now. baby! We'll just try and kill him nice and quick now. Probably spending way too much Shroud. I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably actually... Yeah, no, I'll do a lot better on this spec if I'm a lot more careful about that. I just stomp people and get some staff autos on them or something. I don't think that's smart. Also, you don't have a means to break out of combat and cast the Tome as a firebrand. Yeah, casting them I think is going to be really tricky. It depends on what format of the game you're on. What stats do you want to... Do you gonna want on Scourge? I don't know. It depends on the game type, what you want. Yeah, Scourge is broken as all hell. It's very, very, very strong. But you'll notice how people are less angry about stuff that's broken powerful. They're more angry about stuff that's broken weak. Both will change. Both will be nerfed. Both are as irrelevant. They're not quite irrelevant. Both are as irrelevant to get angry about. That's what I should be clear on. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just gross. That guy tried to fight through the thing, and what did he get? I've got nothing left. I was all out, basically, and he came at me like a shit ton of bricks. Also, he put me in downstate right after the other guy got stomped out, so that sucked. It's funny because this subreddit is full of people complaining that Scourge is useless. The subreddit is full of people complaining that Scourge is useless. Scourge is so not useless. I mean, from a support perspective, people have been cynical about it, and I think that that's fair and that's fine. But it's not useless. Isn't Scourge a lot like Trap Ranger from GW1 in that you don't want to enter their stack? A bit, yeah, but stacking them doesn't actually really mean anything. We can try this again here. I'm going to go for some casual generation while he sort of stacks some stuff up on me. Bro, you can't hide behind that. I'll just put a thing on it. And I'll decap you. I don't mind decapping you. Oh my god. It's so insane. Wait. I said I wasn't going to spam the skills. It's so ridiculous. Good morning, Vinny. Welcome. Is Deadeye any good? I don't know. I've not really played much of it. I'm sure the aim is for it to be somewhat good. Depends. It's not going to be good if you don't like ranged characters. Never go to Reddit for decent feedback regarding balance and/or PvP. It's a great community for lore, memes, community event, artwork, but not mechanics. Well, I think that they're reasonably intelligent there. What alternative have you got, really? That's... Oh, shit, I'm bad. Shh, that didn't happen. I'm not that bad at the game. This guy doesn't exist. We're fine. Oh, this should be fun. I want to fight a Soul Beast. Hold on, I'm going to might stack here first. Oh, he's so fucked. Look at the 28 burn he has on him. Did you see that? Did you see 28 burn? Doomfire, baby. It's back. Big time. Deadeye seems like the least interesting spec to me. None of the Thief players I know are interested in it, yet it seems to rate really highly in player polls. Oh. Oh, he's... Okay, well, that's fine. We can fight over this small little space, my friend. That's fine. I would love to fight you over this tiny... Oh, he managed to avoid the signet with the movement there. Is he going to actually go for it? Bro, you need to cycle out. Get out of here. Your resistance won't help you. It's too late. Over. Oh, we're in his elite. Look at this. Ooh. 4? Oh, he's not in range. That sucks. That sucks so much. He threw that hammer at the perfect time. We might be able to get a 2v1 here, though. Not a 3v1. We're going to die now. Oh, we got a firebrand. He's running some supporty stuff, it feels like. He's trying. We need to keep a shade on us at all times. Popping the elite just because this guy that's playing with us is doing literally nothing. He's trying to play a support build and he's doing nothing with it. He's running Bow of Truth trying to heal and there were just not any. That's a shame. We couldn't 1v3. Burn damage is going to need a nerf for so many classes being able to put out so many stacks. Reddit is still better than the wine cesspool that the official forum is. Yeah, like that's sort of my point. It's like, you know, show me somewhere better if you're going to be so upset about it. I mean, Reddit has its ups and it has its downs. So this is going to be a super heavy cleansing Ellie, and I'm curious how he sustains against us. Oh my god, I feared him out of my own shades. Alright, well, he was AFK, so that's fun. And he's not on node, so we're perfectly comfortable to do this. I'll get the last bit of Shroud. It doesn't actually matter, we'll get the Shroud when he dies, so we don't need to staff auto, but still. Voila. And we're going to win. I guess he got bored and gave up. A lot of the new specs feel very overtuned in PvP. Again, it doesn't matter if they're overtuned compared with one another. It matters if they're overtuned in comparison to the Gen 1 stuff. So, let's go for the Necro. Now, it's obviously a bit worrying doing this. We're not going to get a chance. No. Woo! Yeah, boy! Yeah! Kitties, 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 kitties. Do they get to see local chat at the end there? They should, right? So I can taunt them. Woo! And there you go. So there's the Scourge. All right, who wants to win? Who wants to win Ectos? And by Ectos, I mean a lot of Ectos. Who wants to win 8,987 ectoplasms? Ectoplasmines. Who wants those, guys? Do you want those? Have you tried Soul Beast yet? I can't seem to win in PvP with them. No, I haven't. Alright, guys. So this is it. I'm going to do the drawing. It's going to be super anticlimactic for the incredible giveaway that this is. Well, not giveaway. I should stop calling it that, right? It's going to be very cool, though. Thank you to everyone. Can I just offer a sincere thanks to everyone who has basically contributed to this lottery, who's got in and decided to have a bit of fun with us, because it does fund more Black Lion skins and stuff for the rest of the stream, so that's all very cool. Here we go. So Google Drive. I think it's the back end I need to open, right? Draw winners here. Alright. So I'm going to draw the third place winner, guys. Are you ready? So in third place, winning a whopping 898 globs of ectoplasm, so almost 4 stacks of ecto, we have the third place winner. It's building them now. Gilded Sun 4132. Gilded Sun 4132. I don't know if you're at the stream or whether you signed up to this a while ago, but congratulations to you, Gilded Sun 4132. I hope you enjoy those. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Next, drum roll please. Winning 1,797 globs of ecto. Winning all of those is ticket number 216. Ticket number 216 belongs to... Oh no, whoops. I always mess something up ever so slightly. Ticket number 216 belongs to Dengelgeist. Dengelgeist 6108. Dengelgeist 6108 or Dengelogist 6108. Congratulations. Congratulations. So you just won 1,797 ectos. So, and that's 600 gold, I think? I think the way that that works out is 600 gold. I think Twicky is writing that on there maybe at the moment, I'm not sure. I think that's 600G. So, the first place winner, winning 6,290 ecto. That is 2,264 gold. You're going to earn over 2,000 goddamn gold. That's like a legendary straight up, right? Or some of the legendaries. It's pretty mental. 6,290 ectoplasms. Ticket number, it's one of the later ticket numbers. It is ticket number, so if you entered the lottery a little bit later, this could be you. It's ticket number 969. It belongs to account. First place is Namir.4826. Namir4826. Congratulations, Namir4826. You entered the lottery and you bloody won it. and you get to walk away with you put what, 10 ectos in, and you're walking away with 6,290. There you go. So that is the first, that's one of the last, I should say, Heart of Thorns Spud lotteries. Thank you very much, guys. We're going to open up a new one very, very quickly. The link is in chat if you want to join that. There will be thousands more to give away. You get another roll pretty soon. And that lets us do more Blackline giveaways and stuff. So join me tomorrow, where we'll be having more giveaways, more stuff, more, and elite specializations. But until then, guys, I have to go make a ton of videos, and my throat is going to be red raw by the end of all of it. But we only have a certain amount of time to play the demo. So thanks, guys. Oh my god, it was someone who bought a single ticket. They only entered with one ticket, and they got lucky. Holy shit. Because you could buy multiple tickets and increase your odds if you want. But he only bought one ticket. So there you go. Congratulations to our 2,000 gold winner. And that's some of the magic of what we do here. So cheers, everybody. That's going to be the end of the stream. And I'll see you tomorrow.